That wreath kit comes with the wreath base itself, and it comes with one of the big monarch butterflies here. Then our ribbons have our great monarch butterfly and a couple of blacks. We've got a polka dot and a stripe. The kit, you'll get full rolls of those. We are just having a little bit of a big sunflower. Then we've got this bush right here with the yellow little wildflowers. That's perfect. These twigs are excellent, and they're going to give us lots of dimension. Got a couple of stems of those in the kit. And this is our greenery. It is like a nice green, and it's really loose, and it's got that leafy texture. And then we've got a small bush here that has some more butterflies on it too. This is an oval wreath base, so we want this guy to sit right in here. This comes with a built-in hanger right here on the back. It's one of those little triangle hangers, and that'll work good. We'll get that started. And I know we're going to go ahead and cable tie it into that side to the frame. I'm going to cut off the gold hanger on here. That's just a ribbon that they have attached, or that little cording. And we're going to tie this in. I like to get this just sitting in there really cozy. So that means I'm going to tie it into this part of the frame here. So even before I do that, let me set it down, and let's get this guy right about here. I'm just setting it there for a second. I want to see if I can get this through the frame here and back around. There is metal around the back, and this is very stable. I'm not worried about it, but I want to try to bring both of these through right now, okay? So I'm just like if you're sewing, go in one side, bring it up the other. Okay, so both ends are coming out. Let me turn my glue pot down, man. It is cooking up here. I'm cooking this glue. All right, okay. Woo, it was getting hot. All right, I'm gonna bring it in right here. Okay, excellent. And now I'm gonna come around, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this tight. I know that's where I want it to go. So we'll just keep bringing this through, because you need it. It's got to be tight, okay? It's got to be tight on there. And I'm going to try to get that under the body in the background. Okay, happy with that. Yes, it's wiggling around. We are going to get that squared away, don't worry. As we are going to have this there, that's fine. I'm happy. She's stable. Now I'm going to cut a piece of foam that's going to have florals on it that's going to sit right down here. And then I'll be staking that in, and that'll lock this kind of into place right here. So I've got that kind of idea going. Now I have to take my foam and cut it into some small pieces. I just want it sitting here just enough to hold this down. So I'm happy with that. Let's just take and drop that in our glue pot. Hold that where you want it. I'm getting some glue on here and scraping it off. I don't need a ton. So when I say some, see the little layer on there? Got a decent layer. Now I'm going to put this just overlapping slightly. Okay, perfect. Now your next step is to grab your floral pins and get this in place. Okay, so I'm going from here into the, I'm using like another way to support this into the, from the back of the wreath too. I'm going to put a couple here. And the only thing is you want to do this while that glue's hot, okay? So I'm going to get 3 in here. No problem. I'm going to bring her around. And then I'm going to come in through the back right now. So I'm just pushing that where that foam is flat against my wreath stand. I can come from behind and go right over the metal frame into the foam too. Boom. And one more each way. Okay. So that's going to help keep my butterfly right where I want it. And then my next move is to put my foam up here. And we're going to do that same procedure. Just get it, put the moss on it. I'm not the moss, the hot glue on it. Scrape it off. Go up here, wiggle, wiggle, and now we're going to go in from the sides and then one from the front. Okay. At least, on something like this, you're going to put at least 5 pins. We just want to be safe and have lots of things holding. Now, because this is concave on the back, there's no worries that it If a pin goes through, it's not going to be a big deal, but most of these pins are just going into the foam anyway. Okay. And now I'm going to take a couple from to the back. Same way we did before. I'm just going to lay this flat against here. We're just going to kind of angle them in. If they come through the front, it's no big deal, because you're going to have that all covered with florals. Just don't hurt yourself. Okay, lots of pins in there, and it looks fine on the background. Look, you can't even tell. It's perfect. Looks neat and clean. So if they end up having a glass door, we are good. So let's take our first twig bush, and it tears apart very easily into some nice sections here. As normal, I will generally not cut this one right away because that's a piece that has an extended stem on these. These are already locked into their sizing, so I can't really make these longer without more work, adding picks and things like that. And I generally teach that we're going to try to plan ahead and be able to produce our product a little faster and not make all those extra cuts. So this looks fine. Pull off any extra paper, and we're going to start to set our perimeter. Let me turn my glue pot down. There we go. And this one's going to go out here over to the right. Okay, and you can see the shape coming up. Oh yeah, fantastic. So that one's going out that way, and the transition is going to happen right at the bow where we'll go different directions and shift direction. So that's the first one. Here comes number 2. Make sure you do what we call shake hands. In class, we always say shake hands. You can take and curl these up prettier if you want, or you can leave them wide, whatever you prefer. I'm going to curl them a little and kind of shape them. Now I'm going to work opposite, and this one's going to come down, transitioning the other way. Okay, so it's just kind of nicely setting that perimeter. I love it. Oh yeah, great shape. And just think of this as you're setting your perimeter like we do in all of our designs. It's kind of our first step. Okay, I'm going to bring that in. And I'm going to bring that down, and I don't know if you can see that. I think I'm going to have to move the camera down just a little bit. There you go. Look how cool that looks. Yes. Oh, already. Man, you see that green go with this green we're popping? I'm loving it. Now, I do want a little bit kind of coming in around the ribbon once it's in. So we'll be cutting this one down. So I'm just going to put that aside, or keep one of these aside is fine, whichever one you want. So I need one of those for there. I'm going to also put one more aside to go around the ribbon up here too. So I've got 2 pieces aside. And so I'll use this last piece to kind of frame up this area that goes in between these 2. So in this, we'll have a little bit going to the right and a little bit going to the left, kind of to the middle. So I won't curl these quite as much as I want them to take up a little more space. I'll just curl the tips. And you can see how that can bridge that gap. So that means I have to cut this short. I'm going to do that, because then I can control the size a little bit. I'm going to put this piece in first. I don't want it so long, okay? Because then it makes it chunky here. We want it to be kind of streamlined from here to here. And then this piece we'll put in right here. So I'll cut this down a little bit more, or I'll tear these off. I'm just going to tear them off and trim off their wires. And they have their own little piece we can put in. Okay, so we just set our perimeter all the way around. This one's going to go a little one to the right. That one went a little to the left. So you have 2 nice greenery bushes like this, and we're going to break these apart as well. So I'm just going to take and bend them, and I'll just tear this down. And this is our opportunity for that longer stem, so I'm going to put that aside. And then these right here, we're just going to pull off the extra paper. Throw that in the garbage, straighten these up. And then I'm just going to neatly trim these stems so they're about the same length. And we'll start to put these in. These have great wires. You just have to take the time to utilize them, right? And enjoy how wispy and pretty they are. They're very fern-like. So I'm going to take and load this in the glue pot. We're going to just work out to the perimeter, and we're just going in between our twigs on either side. Up here on the top section first. And don't forget, we're leaving that area open for the bow zone. I'm going to come here on the right side of the greenery. Excellent. And we can layer it a little under, a little over. Now I put one here. Now I'm going to go in between these two. So this one we might have to cut. We want to stay with our nice streamlined shape. So I'm cutting that one down. We're going to go right between those. So right kind of out the center. This one won't. We'll go a little right and a little left. You can shape it. Get in there, buddy. Oh, that's just pretty together. Now let's go in here between these two. So we're just cutting in between each piece. And we're going to use a full bush up here at the top. And we're still setting the perimeter. Okay, we did it with the twigs. Now we're doing it with the greenery. And then this piece can kind of come from the bottom and kind of come into the middle. I love that. I trimmed it down. I just took about a ½ inch off. Now I'm going to put this into here, and this can kind of work through here. Okay. All right. So I used a whole bush up here. Down here, we're just going to use a couple of pieces, and we'll save all of this to work in around the bow, because a lot of this design is we want to have working around the bow. So let's put maybe 2 pieces down here. So I will save 4 for later, okay? 2 pieces here. Cut these shorter immediately because we want them to be just kind of tucking in around the greenery we already have in. So this piece is going in here and kind of flaring out. Let's put one lower. I'm going to use 3 pieces down here. This one I'm going to do a little bit longer. Right here on the right. Still going with the same structure. Let's put one on the left. So I have 2 here. Just one, I kind of tucked it, coming up just a little bit, and these are working their way down. Now somehow I got glue on the handle of the wire cutters and then grabbed it. It wasn't that hot, but I was like, where did that come from? So now we're going to take our sunflowers, and you are going to get rid of all the leaves. In this design, we really need to focus on the small elements that are part of that wildflower look. These leaves are nice though, so save them for something else. We're going to trim off all those little attachments so it doesn't look like anything's missing. All clean. And then you're going to take these, and we can trim these off the main stem, and we're going to use them individually, okay? So we're going to do that for both of our sunflowers. Cut this one off, and I'm going to cut these 2 off. All snipped up pretty. So what I want you to do is we're going to use 2 of these up here and 2 down here. That'll leave me 2 for here too. So I'll have 2 sunflowers for each section. Idea is we're going to be putting the bow in right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bow in so we can know exactly how far back these are going to go. Now on the bow, we ended up, I turned the glue pot up instead of lower. Oh Lord. Oh Lord! That's funny. I was trying to turn it down a little. I went the wrong way. We're going to take, and I want to make sure it's very loopy, of course, just like we planned. I want to bring those forward. I put a cable tie in the bag, but we really needed a floral pin because it's just going to go right into this foam. And I'm going to take, and I can either make one out of wire. In this case, I'm going into a thinner piece of foam we used up here, so it's no problem for me to use a floral pin that we buy at the store. So I'm just going to take and push that through. And kind of, I'm using the other, I left this cable tie in for a minute till I got it through, and then pull that out, okay? Make sure you're getting under the cable tie and not just the ribbon, just for extra security, okay? Now, I know that this is going to go up and down like this is what I liked, okay, where the bow is kind of like that. So I'm going to take this, hold it that way I like, all cupped up, get some glue on that pin, okay, and then I'll push it on there. Let's go. All right, put it in. Right in there. Okay. I want those bows to kind of, want the ribbons, of course they're going to lay out some, but I want them to go in kind of the center. We're going to let that set up before we fluff it too much. I'm going to leave it like that right now. So now that that's in, I know my sunflowers can kind of go in there somewhat a little tight to that. Now, if the sunflower sits like this, that does us no good. We need to make it move forward and kind of show us its pretty bloom. I like to take my hand and just kind of do like, I don't get too fancy with a steamer or anything, but just use that wire in there. And we're gonna have this one cut a little bit longer, so I cut it off a little bit. And we're gonna use 2 in here. So this one's gonna come up and to the right. I'm putting it into the foam, kind of on the front of the foam so it comes forward. Excellent. We'll let that get set up right there. Okay, why are you moving on me? Oh, why it's rolling. There we go. Sit there and be good. You can always do that, like use another piece of greenery to hold it till the glue dries. Perfect. This one's going to be shorter and a little tighter. It's a smaller bloom, but I'm going to open up just a little. I cut that to about 4 inches, 5 inches. We're going to bring that one right here. That one's better. Just go in there and just stay. What is your problem? There you go. So kind of tight to the bow a little. Now, let's come on this side. We're going to work opposite. So I'm going to use a big bloom and a bud this time. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to have a medium. No, you know what? I'm going to use a medium and a bud up here. And I'm going to save a big bloom and a bud for the bottom. Change in plans. So work opposite with the big one, with the next biggest one we have, which is this one. Okay. So that means if I'm going to go opposite, I'm down here below the transition, so it needs to come out this way. I'm just going to have it pop and look up. And this one goes a little bit farther out. Not too far, just a little bit. There you go. Just kind of popping out that bow. Nice. And this one will work opposite here. Kind of coming out to the side, so I'm going to trim that down. See, not so hard. Those sunflowers are in. I like it. And so they're opposite each other. So now our bow at the bottom. Down here, we're going to take and have it go. Trying to get you where you're right there. Yeah. Excellent. Let me grab the other bow. So do your trick where you pull all your ribbon back. Grab a dowel that you have in your glue. Bamboo works great for that, or just anything that's is strong to help you move the glue, but it's safe and it's not going to cause a fire. So be careful with regular wood. I always have my glue pot off though when we're not creating. It doesn't sit here for hours on. Okay, we're going to push this in. I love that. And so we're going to work these tails kind of in with that greenery. Let's see if you can see that. Yep, you can. And then we'll have more florals coming in there. We got to get our main sunflower in the bottom. We don't have a lot of flowers going in these, but I thought these were fun to kind of tuck in around our bow. So in here, let's just use 2. We've got all of this greenery coming down, which is kind of going to be the major point of the greenery. But let's just tuck 2 sunflowers right in to the bow. So I'm trimming these down still about 5 or 6 inches because I've got to get out. I got 7 inches of loop there, right? I've got to work my way out. So once you figure out how long it needs to be, you can trim it back. And I've got about 2 inches of foam behind that, so, you know, play with it a little bit. Keep seeing, okay, how much do I need here? There's that one. It's just kind of poking out, coming with the loops. All right, and I'm just going to keep this one right with it, and we're going to go right beside it here. So these sunflowers are just going to be on this side. Okay, now that that's done, now these will be gluing in, getting set up, and then we'll be ready to add all our wildflowers and then our other smaller butterflies, and then our greenery. A yellow filler, and I'm going to just tear this off of this bush. When you do the bottom part, the stems are white, which is fine because most of these we trim that short anyway. So we're gonna use this part on the top and this part probably on the bottom. So I'm gonna start with this half, and we will trim these down to where the white starts. And we want to make sure we leave those clustered. All right, we're going to start with these first. Start us off. Right in here, I'm going to do one piece out between, immediately between, so I get yellow out to make a triangle. Same thing out here. A little bit longer to where this is coming out in between my yellow flowers. See how pretty that is? Perfect. Now we're going to go tighter with my other pieces. And make sure with these you straighten them first. You don't want them kind of fighting your direction. We got our bow in there in the bow zone, and now we're just tucking these right in. We're staying with our pattern of the triangle. So we're just going to go one long, one short. So one short right here. Yeah, that looks good. Love that. I think it's spread those out a little bit. I feel like this is just the greatest whimsical wildflower look when you can do that. And let's rock and roll out the top now. Just out at the top, coming right between your layers of ribbon. So tighter to the bow and the greenery behind. Kind of working forward a little bit. Now we're working that loopy bow. Yep. And then one more right here. And use them to kind of hold those layers sitting up, right? It creates more dimension in the bow is what we're doing by putting these pieces in there. I call that breaking the plane of that material and kind of working for it. Oh yes, I love that. I love that. I get excited. Great. So we've achieved a really good amount of wispiness up here at the top. Oh, it looks good. Now let's come to the bottom. So I'm going to move this up, and that's when we start to see that wildflower look. All right, it's going to set you apart and be different. Yellow in the bottom. So now grab all your yellow you have left. I think I have 3 pieces. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to add one piece right here to complete my triangle, and then we'll use the rest in around the bow. We really want to make sure we are, this one I can cut into a couple of pieces because it's a thick one. Here's my one piece coming between these two. Shaping that out. We have this little bit of a trail coming into our tails right here. Okay, I love that. Now let's work in between them. All right, come on up, yeah. Push it in. Very nice. Let's go down below. Right in here. We're just working in between the layers of the bow. You want to hear that crunch every time you go into that foam. Really important. Let's have one more coming up. I think I'm going to step back and just check. I think we're going to need just, I like the idea that there's just 3. That looks good. I'm just going to make it a little fatter here at the top, okay? And that gets all of our yellow in, which looks really good. I love it. And we're kind of breaking plane of that monarch, and that looks good. Let's hold our twigs off for just a second. I'm going to do a little of this and a little of this at the same time. So to prep this bush, it's got these cute little butterflies in there too, which I think are going to be fun to kind of have going around. They're simple, nothing too crazy, just like a nice little simple touch. So this piece just tears off into nice little sections. And when we do that, we get 1, 2, 3 butterflies, 4 sections. So ideally we'll use 2 butterflies up there, 1 down here, okay? And I'm going to start with working on this bottom section. And I think it's going to be cute to have like a shorter piece. Here's one that's got like the butterflies down a little bit. Take each one of these and shape them up, right? Make them move for you. Be the boss of them. Shake hands. Trim this top piece off because we don't need these super long. And I'm going to have this kind of coming right out of the top of the bow. Cleaned it up a little, and now I'm working on it coming right out of here. Okay, yeah. Perfect. How about that? That looks great. And that little butterfly is coming out of here. That's so cute with the yellow. I love it because we've got a touch of both colors in there. Now, I'm going to take the other part of that piece of greenery and we're going to work it just right in, right where we have our yellow already. I'm going to pull up my layers. So make sure you're getting that into the foam. You got good glue on it and just work it between your layers of the bow. It has a cute little bloom on it. And this piece is the other piece and I'm going to just separate it a little bit. It's a little too long the way it comes. So I just separate that into two separate little pieces. And we're going to use one more on this side of the bow. So you just move over a piece of your bow, stick that into the foam here at crunch. We're going to work that through the loops. Okay, fantastic. Now, before I'm going to just stop and we're going to finish the bottom right now all together while we're in the zone together. Let's do that first, okay? Because we're doing really good. Now, grab your green. You have a little bit of green left. I'm going to use, let's go with, start with one piece here. You see, I can divide this into two very easily, where I can take this make one and that make one. So we're doing detail work here, so we're slowing it down and we are taking our time and really making this bow pop by separation of the layers and then putting our greenery right between it. Okay, and then that looks so good and it kind of comes forward. There you go. Okay, there's one there. Now let's go between these two. Another little piece. So we just take a big piece and we break it down. All right, and you have to be patient and you have to bend the wires a little bit because you can't get into the center of the bow. You have to kind of come from the outside in. That's good. And one more right here. So every time you do them, you're kind of doing them in a triangle. And I'm going to cut off this top part. Okay, so here I'm just going to make my own little pick, twist that around, and then we can glue those in together, okay? These have such good wires. You don't need anything special to put that in. We don't need a pick machine. Just twist it, and we're going into foam. It's very easy. Glue, tuck it in, wiggle it around. All right, good. We're killing it. We got our extra little butterfly. We've got our tails. We went in good around all of our loops. We will play with our tails a little if we want to. We like how them curly. Before you take your pictures or before you stage it, you can decide how much you want of that. All right. Now we have enough to use a little bit of twig here at the bottom. I think we'll use a lot of this at the top, but I'll use this one little piece here at the bottom. And let's just have it kind of, we have this twig behind. Let's just kind of have it kind of come from below on the right. Okay, and I just cut that from one of the twigs. I took the foliage off and put it with it. We're going to go right underneath. Okay, that's pushed in, and now I want you to work that just a little bit forward. Bend it a little bit forward. Good. Okay. Doesn't that look great? Okay, there's our bottom. We crushed it on the bottom. Now we're going to take that same time and we're going to go work on the top. We are going to start with our butterflies first, and we have two butterflies actually, 3 pieces, excuse me, of this left, okay? So we're going to break that up into smaller pieces again. Actually on this one, you're going to have to probably use them pretty close to full, because we're trying to get out a little bit more between those loops, not a lot. So I'm going to cut this one here. Kind of do the same thing, but just double check before you get too far. So this one's only going to have leaves. So I'm going to kind of use this one in between here. We got a sunflower sitting here, but I'd like some more dainty stuff kind of up between that. So I'm going to put the leaves here, kind of coming down. Now take some of those pretty flowers. Here's the other piece that has a little butterfly. And we'll put that right in here. And be careful you're not getting the glue all over your bow. It happens, but try not to. If that happens, just let it dry, then pull it off. Don't mess with it while it's really wet, or sometimes you'll make it worse. Perfect. Now let's work opposite that with the other butterfly. And And we'll cut it a similar way. So I need to kind of have that. Let's cut it here and here. You have a couple of little clusters. I'll start with my longer cluster first. We'll work in opposite. Which works good. We're going right up in here into the twigs and the wildflowers. And so I'm going to go beside this because we don't have that much right here. And remember, if there's not a spot, you're like, Clee, my foam is all covered right there. Just move it a little and then bend the wire, okay? Put it in the foam where you have the spot and bend it. It's behind that bow. No one's going to see it. Nobody's going to know. Here comes this one. This one has the other butterfly. Yay. And they're working opposite. Fantastic. Okay, now our wispy greenery. Oh, we have one more yellow. Okay, so I'm going to go make that a triangle. Then the wispy greenery. Then the twigs. Okay, go between your tails down here. I want to pull this up. Use the florals to help hold the stuff up. Layers up. Yep, that works good. Now wispy. And once again, we'll trim this to make it two of them about the same size right here. Okay. And we're just going to start to put this between the layers too. I like the more dainty pieces of greenery closer to the center. I think they look delicate. You can kind of see from them onto the ribbon. Yeah, looks good. Do you see the detail we're doing in a wildflower? We are leading with the wispy. Like, we picked out a greenery that's very wispy on purpose to really have that lacy look. You could do this for all kind of seasons. It's just really fun for spring as well, but it's awesome in the fall. Anytime you can have that, it gives that very lacy look, okay? Let's put in just a little bit more around here. Just continue to work that pretty look. And then we're going to put our twigs in and finish this beauty up. I can't wait to show you her up close. You're going to love her. Like you will not believe. Let's go right in here again. I'm going to go tight to that bow. So I'm kind of just working really tight in here so that these can overlap. Come through those loops. I want to bring a striped loop a little bit more forward. There you go. And here. Okay. Okay, you ready for the last touches? Let's pan back out. Show you how beautiful. That's just beautiful. And it has that finished wildflower look. It's popping off the base. It's popping. So these, I'm separating them into smaller pieces. And then I have one more of these cool twigs. And we're going to use that just to kind of come out and be funky a little bit more in the foreground. So I'm going to leave this pretty long. And we're going to let this come forward. Right out of this part of the bow. Right here, yep. That looks good. It's just so funky. And that moss on there, woo, it's good stuff. Okay, now these we're going to use independently, more detail pieces. So these ivy type pieces, I want to use those places where they can kind of crawl out. So I'm twisting to make my own little pick. Right here is a great spot for one. It can crawl right out of the layers. Now I want to use one more right here at the bottom. Make sure you hear the crunch. And then the curl, like a really cool curl like this, utilize that forward. Definitely have that coming forward. That's going to look so good coming out of the bow. Let it come on out. Get it into that foam. Let that kind of come out of here. So the detail work takes a little time, but it always is going to show up really good on some up close pictures, and that's where you can put that on your listing if you're selling. And if you're making it for you, it's going to be your favorite part when you take a look at what you've made. I promise you, you're going to go, I love that part, because I love those curly things. Y'all, I don't know when you look me up in the dictionary why I get so excited about this stuff, but I love it. They are happy, curly, mossy. It's just like a little fairy garden in here, and this big butterfly came in here, and he landed, and now everybody's having a party around him. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go hide this little piece right here. We've done a really good job now of camoing all the foam up here. It's good. I'm not worried about it. I've got my bow all propped up. And so, let me show you. Hey, you ready? I'm going to give you a full-on picture. Y'all, this is so good. Wait till you see the finished pictures. I cannot wait to see how you make your version. But I love it. Bye. Hello, Bloomerinos. It's Kali with Kali's.com, and I am excited to make with you a really fun and simple centerpiece using a charger plate. We picked this plate up at our local Hobby Lobby, but you can get these from any store. And this one's plastic, and I'm going to show you how to make the easiest centerpiece ever. So we're going to start off with a bow. That's our first step to this design. And we're going to be using some eucalyptus, some sunflowers, some leaves from the sunflowers, and 2 ribbons. So I'm going to scoot these back just a little bit. We're going to tie our bow first. This bow we're going to do today for this design is basically a 2-1 recipe. And we don't want to have the tails too long because this is a charger plate. It's not gigantic. So I'm going to cut this at an angle. And the tails, when I say that, guys, I'm referring to the tail of the ribbon. You know what? Let's go ahead and dovetail it. Takes just a second longer. So fold it and cut from the fold down to the tips, and you'll get a double tail like that, and that's called a dovetail. I'm going to go about 6.5 inches, put it in the center, and twist. We'll have that tail go up. And our loops, we're going to go small, so 5.5, twist. 5.5 on this side. If you do not have an easy bow maker, guys, just let me know. We'll have an affiliate link. Be happy to provide you with that so you can grab one. So you'll have one for yourself to use. 5.5 on this other side, and scrunch it down, and you'll have a tail going up and a tail going down. Okay, and I'm going to cut that straight and then dovetail it the same way. Just fold it and cut from the fold down to the tips. Yeah, super cute. Step 1 is good. Now, if you guys are not in our design school yet, you can get on our text list and we'll text you anytime we're going live and let you know when we have new videos, new blog posts, and all that. So you can go to textkali.com or you can text us the word live to 832-734-5201. If you do want to get on the wait list for design school, you can also just text us the word link. We'll send you a link for that also. We just try to keep it easy. Live for live alerts, link for the wait list. Okay, look how fun that is. Now, all I've done is I've done 2 loops, 2 tails. Okay, this is a funky bow we're making. Now I'm going to come back with that cute little sunflower ribbon, and we'll put that on next. Sit there, sunflowers, and I just want to do this with... we're just going to have 1 loop of this on either side. So that tail's going up. I want it to be just a little shorter. Come to the center and twist. And we were at 5.5, so we're just going to go 5 inches right here. 5 inches and twist. 5 inches on this other side. And scrunch it so you have a tail up, a tail going down. You're going to trim these and cut them, still dovetailing. And we're going to do the same thing. I got to cut down, guys. All right, and now I'm going to put one on the other side. Crisscross it, same length. So you have 2 tails up and 2 tails down. All right. My Kaya's coming in. Hey, Kaya, what you need? You going to the car? All right, yeah, well, I'll beat you out in just a second. Kaya's heading to volleyball practice, y'all. So tails are up and tails are down. Now, what I want to do is come in and grab this with a cable tie right in the center, and we're going to put a floral pin in the back. So we can push this into our floral foam and our arrangement. So the trickiest part is making the bow, and the rest of this is going to come together quickly. I'm going to put a little pressure on top and just bring that to the center. Now you need to fluff this bow the way you want it. So those tails got to go up and down. And I can scoot this dude out of our way. Okay. Tails up and down, and rotate the loops. So the fluffing part of the bow making process is super important, because that way you get everybody where you want them. So we got our cute sunflower on top of our black and white check, which just goes so good with our charger plate. Now this is my floral pin, and that's how I'm going to pin it into my foam, and you're going to understand that in just a second. Oh, don't put it through your ribbon though. Okay, I'm going to rotate that around and get that tight. Trim that off. Now we're going to go through the center with a little piece of the sunflower ribbon. So just take a little strip of the ribbon, take and fold it, and run it right through the center. And I'm going to take that around and this down, and we'll do a little knot in there. And then the hardest part of the design is done. It is the bow. You got to bring that little pin up, because that's how we're going to pin it in. Okay. Whoop, don't cut it. Don't cut it twice. All right, bow is ready. Now bring the charger plate back over. Let me bring my glue pot over here so we don't have to go far with it. And I think you're going to be amazed how quickly this starts to rock and roll. Got my baby glue pot here ready to rock and roll with y'all. Now, we're going to make this design over to the side, and I'm keeping it a surprise till the very end. I want you to be surprised. Now, you're going to need a little bit of Gorilla Glue, which I just put back up here. Here it is. I find Gorilla Glue helps on slick surfaces like this. So I'm going to put that below the hot glue. So we're going to pop in. This is a plastic plate. The hot glue should work, but I like a little Gorilla Glue also. So I just put a little on the left side. Now, dip your little piece of foam into the glue pot. Scrape it off so you don't have too much. And now just press that right down. So it's off to the side, okay? And this side is open and ready to rock and roll. Okay, and before we do anything, let's get some of these leaves put in. And you can push these right into the foam, or you can even take here where some of that hot glue just got squished out and push it in there too. I'm gonna grab a couple of those floral pins, my little bucket of floral pins. And we're gonna push a few of these in, just to hold these. And these are going to kind of go at the base so you get the pretty green going off to the sides. And I'm just going to grab a little of the actual leaf here and pin it in. There it goes. Oh, that one didn't grab enough glue. So let me pin this one too. So I'm just taking a pin, putting a little glue on it over here at the glue pot, and then I'm just pushing it into the edge. Okay, so we got 3 pieces in position here. Let's have a couple on the other side. How many more leaves do I have? I have 2. I could steal this one off here. Now, these are all pieces left from a project we did in design school recently, and I have a few pieces left, and so this is just a quick and easy way to use them. Okay, so I put a little glue, I push that in, and I'm going to put the bigger ones at the bottom, and I'm just kind of overlapping, and it gives us a nice pretty green on the bottom to kind of break up all the check, because we have check in our ribbon too. All right, let's put this one over here. And I'm leaving that hole open for a special treat. I can't wait to show you. All right, before you get too excited, our foam's on, glued on, our leaves are on. Okay, next step, get that bow in. So grab the bow we just made, and we're going to put a little glue on it. Now, I want the bow to open up to this section right here. Oh, cute already. We haven't done hardly anything. Put a little glue on those pins before you push them in. God, how cute. Now really fluff this dude up in there, leaving the side open, and get those tails looking good. Now if you need to come back in and trim any of the tails, like if one's a little longer or anything like that, you can definitely do that. Now it's time to go to town with our sunflowers, and that means I'm going to take the largest one here, and I'm going to trim where that leaf was. We're going to take that off, and I'm just going to bend him a little bit and let this guy go kind of in here towards the front. Let it pop up a little. Cute is that? Just coming right out of the bow. Super cute. Let me bring it down a little bit. Now let's put this one behind in the back, right here on the other side. So A couple of sunflowers just coming out of the bow, reaching out, saying hi. Here's the cute little bud. And I think I'm going to use the bud more just right over here to the other side. Look at that. How cute is that? Watch your ribbon when you get down here, because if you hit it, it's not going to go in. Let me bring that tail around. So I've got a bud, a main stem. Look at, cute, cute, easy. Now, eucalyptus is always super popular, always trending for the last several years. And this is the bigger leaf eucalyptus, silver dollar eucalyptus. It's got a pretty little bud on it. I'm going to take and cut these down to where they're little shorter pieces. And we're just going to start tucking this in around the bow. I'll use a couple little long ones to kind of come out from the base. So just come underneath and tuck this in. So we're going to try to cover up our foam the best we can. Oh yeah, that looks pretty with that one. How about a longer one the other way? And then we're going to all these little pieces in and around. This one over here. Oh, I got wild. I knocked my sign. You know, I get excited. I get wild. Now, let's come in more towards the top of the bow. Yes. And I just thought these are precious for little luncheons, simple things. You know, there's going to be teacher appreciation coming up, and you want to decorate all the tables, but you have like a tighter budget. We're talking 3 flowers. So with one of these flower bushes, I could make 3 arrangements. I could make several arrangements with one of these greenery bushes, because I'm not using, but 3 pieces. And you can see I'm just filling all that in. Really, really easy. And I'm making this to sit on a table, so I'm going to just make sure it looks really good from the top. How cute. I'm going to put one more over here. All right, best of all is I want to show you the surprise at the end. I'm going to show you what's so cute. Let me put this one here. So I'm just wiggling around all the different directions. I'm pushing it in without hitting the... There's some leaves under there where we put the sunflower leaves. Now make sure that bow is popping out, but you still have this side of the charger open. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Surprise, surprise. Because you know what's super cute? Is take a little battery operated candle and just run that right up beside your arrangement. And boom, it's so cute. Super simple arrangement for summertime, picnics, teacher appreciation, all that. All that done on a really inexpensive charger. I'm going to show you how to really easily knock out a swag with them. Well, hello, Blue Merinos. Great to see you. It's Kali here, checking in with you all. Of course, ready to have some fun, flower fun, floral fun, world floral domination. Let's have fun with flowers this week, and especially today. We are popping out the sunflowers. And you can see all the supplies I have on the table. We're going to make a really cute swag. It's very, very simple and easy, and when you layer all the designs together, it comes out so adorable. So come on in, say hello. I will find your comments so I can definitely say hello to you too. How are you doing from Missouri? Great to see you. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. I'm going to go pull up the comments. Wherever you're watching, if you could do me a favor and like our page, follow, subscribe to notifications, hit that bell icon if you're over on YouTube. That would be fantastic. Okay? So, one of the reasons you may want to come hang out with us is I love to floral design. I like to teach you how to do it. I've been doing this 25 years, so I've got a lot of tips and tricks to share with you to make it easier and hopefully take some of the fear out of it for you. I'm not normally live in the mornings, but I wanted to pop in and do a little bonus live this morning to show you some of these beautiful florals that just came in, so we can start playing with them. Awesome. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you from Kentucky. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to be sending out a text in the next few minutes. So if you would like to get text notifications when we're live, you can text the word live. Just text it to 832-734-5201. Or you can also go to text, T-E-X-T-K-E-L-E-A, textkali.com, and then you can sign up that way. Also, if you're on your mobile device, you can do that anytime. So we're going to talk about what's going into the swag today. We've got a swag base that's pre-made. This is going to work great. It's going to be the foundation for our design. Sunflowers are super hot. They almost sell all year long for us, but also they are super hot for summertime, and they'll sell right up to fall. So always a winner. If you didn't see our charger plate video, we've got that available for you on replay, both on YouTube and Facebook. That is a really fun, cute project. Same kind of design, sunflowers. Now we're going to add a bunch of twigs. These have been my favorite twigs to play with lately because they're a little more delicate. So I've got 3 sprays of these put together. We're going to do that, use those. You need a floral spray for the top of your design, so I'm going to stick with another fun sunflower pick. It's got the matching greenery. It just goes perfectly together. And then you need to pick your ribbon. And so I went with the drama. If you add like the black check in, it just gives you the drama. And this happens to have a beautiful, just perfectly coordinating sunflower. Hi, Pat. Good to see you. Hi, Renee. Hey, Linda. Hi, Donna. I'm so glad you can. Deb, I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Cheryl. Hi, Cindy. So that's it's not a whole lot of supplies. Pretty simple. But the first thing we got to do is prep our base. And this is some of the most tedious thing. If you are in our design school class, y'all, it opens up twice a year. You can get on the wait list if you go over to cleesdesignschool.com. You can get on the wait list for the next time it opens. Right now it's closed for new students. But what we talk about there, and I want to share with you right now, is so important that you shake hands with your materials before you use them. Because in shipping, things get compacted, things get reversed. They're going the wrong way, and I'm really picky with getting the leaves going the right way. So you're going to have to do that first to kind of get this puppy all shaped out the way you want it, get the sunflowers where you want them, and how you want this all to flow down, okay? So once you get a nice flow and you're happy with it, happy with the spacing, sunflowers, then we will work on adding our stem to the top. But I'm going to take a minute and we're going to tie the bow first, because right now, before we get too far, we can decide how long and how many tails we want. And when you're doing your own design, you can tweak it however you want. You can have as many tails or as few as you want. Now, I like a tail for my bow running behind. I am big on depth and dimension, okay? Teaching this all the time. So depth and dimension means I love to have that in the back because it pulls the eye to the back. And then we'll have another tail on the front too, but I want one in the back. So we know that this will be right where our bow is. So we'll just kind of pull that off to the side, and we know, hey, that's how long our tail is going to be. So I'm going to put the swag to the side and hold that while we get our bow maker, and we'll knock it out. Hey, good to see you, Patricia. Hi, Trudy. Hey, Deborah. Good to see you today. I hope your Tuesdays are rocking. I thought I'd pop in a little early for some flower time. I know I'm going to see a lot of you guys tonight in design school, and I will see you over in business coaching. So we're going to have a busy evening, but why not come on and have some fun together? Hey, Nadia. Good to see you. Hi, Deb. Okay, so that is our longest length, okay? And that will depend how long you want it. Hi, Stacy. Great to see you. Hi, Jackie. Now, we're going to do our blast off bow. So those of you who, I see a lot of design school students in here who could help, tell everybody what a blast off bow is, okay? Let them know in the comments. Let's go out to 6.5, guys, on this. 6.5 and twist. 6.5 and out here and twist. Oh, thanks, Pat. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it so much. 6.5 out here. Hi, Janet. All right. Y'all know on Wednesday nights I'm always making bows. This is a very similar bow. Very good. Deborah says 3, 2, 1. And what she means, we have 3 loops. And then we have 2. And then we have 1. You got it. Beverly, yeah, Beverly, I'll be on live tonight at 6 o'clock. So if you joined up for business coaching, head over to coachkali.com is where you could sign up. And I will see you there tonight at 6 o'clock Central. Those are Central times. Thanks, Deborah. Good job, Tanya, with the 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Pat's got the 3, 2, 1. Stacy says 3 loops on each side. Bottom of the bow, 2 loops on each side in the middle, 1 loop on each side of the top. Nailed it. Yay! Good, Mary, you got the text. Fantastic. So the text message, guys, is nice because it's actually something that I own, and no matter what happens, because sometimes with social media, things get wonky and you can't find us. No matter what happens, you can get in touch with us, okay? And I can get in touch with you. And you always have our email, too. So if you could get on our text list, it's the most beneficial. That way I can get all the free content to you. You won't miss a beat. Now, you can see I'm making this about 6 inches shorter than that last tail, okay? So bring it in about 6 inches shorter, twist. And now we talked about we're going to put 2 loops. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Elizabeth. Yay, yay, yay. So I'm at 6.5 and now I'm at 5.5, okay, with this. We're tying our bow. You guys, if you just got here, we're doing a swag. And y'all know I get started quick. I'm sorry. If I waited for the text to get everybody, I don't have the patience. We visited for a minute, then we got to rock and roll, y'all. Rock and roll for the replay. Okay. 2, so 3 loops, 2 loops. Now we're going to come back with our finished loop. And I don't really want any more tails, so we're going to do a little trick called a bow tie, which is just a loop at the top with no tails. So you just make a loop like this, and it needs to be large enough to get out to 5 inches on either side. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I just walk it out till I get it about where I want it, and then I trim it here. How are you, Kim? Great to see you. Hello, bro. Oh, good to see you, Brenda. Georgie, thank you. We're just doing a swag, and this is going to be our drama. All of our drama is going to come from our bow. So this is a blast off with no tails in the center, and we did a bow tie. Super duper cute. All right, let's take that puppy off. Let's take it off. Hey, Carolyn. Yeah, we got to get to it, Jeanette. Got to get to it. We got get in and get it out. Kim, what we're doing a swag, so hang in there. Hang in there. All we've done so far is fluffed out the base, talked about the supplies, and now we're making the bow. So you're perfect. You're going to get to see the construction of the bow. You haven't missed anything. You really haven't. Okay, hold that tight and fluff it out. Yeah, I'm excited. I need to make some more sunflower pieces. Now, a lot of design school students, I see you on here. Y'all's tutorial this week is a daisy. Not necessarily a sunflower, but good enough daisies. Big, bold daisies are great for the summer, too. Okay? Yes, awesome. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for spreading the love. I'm sure we're going to be giving away some sweet treats on the text list today. So, if you get a text, if you get a notification, you want a sweet treat, you will know. You love on us, we love on you. Okay, flip this backward. Now, I'm just going to use check down the middle, same ribbon. And how are we doing over on TikTok? You guys doing good? Good. Glad you're here. Okay. Now I'm going to run this right down the center. Okay. I'm going to try to put that pretty little sunflower right down the middle. Can you see it? You guys see it over here? I'm running it right down the middle. I love that. Hey, Joellen, good to see you. Oh, Sue, you got the BBB. Girl, you get it so quick. Advantage of living close. Nailed. You got it. Yeah, it's pretty. You got some pretty goodies in there. And this week I'm going to work with the BBB box from last month too. So hang tight. Hang tight, and we'll show you how to use that, the last BBB box, and give you some inspiration. Oh, Deborah, this is just 1.5. I didn't tell you all 1.5 in this one. All right, now put this to the side for a moment. We are going to grab our swag base. So we're working with a pre-made base. Look, boom. Now, let's say you're on a budget. You need to fill your craft booth. You don't want to spend a lot. Look, bow swag, done. Bow swag, bow swag, bow swag, done, done. Okay? So pretty. Drama ribbon, beautiful florals. Now, we're going to take it to the next level. I'm going to just step this up just a little bit more. Okay, so put Mr. Bow off to the side for a second. And let's build the top of the swag and get some drama going. I'm glad you love sunflowers. Now this is a matching pick. It's like more like a spray. It's a little bit bigger. And I'm going to pop that right in here. Okay, you need to leave a little space for the bow, so I'm leaving a zone in here. Bow zone is a no-go zone. Okay, leave it open. Thanks, Marilyn. Oh yeah, if you need the link for the bow maker, we can get it for you. We have an affiliate link. We don't sell them. We have an affiliate. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Hi, Virginia. So these are cable ties, guys. These are used in the electrical department. You can find them at your hardware store. And I'm using these to attach this to the base. Usually a couple just to be extra safe. Now, make sure you're putting them where they'll be nice and camouflaged. If not, you're going to want to glue a leaf or some Spanish moss or something to hide them from the front. I'm not too worried about them from the back, but I want them hidden from the front. Oh, Sue, your stuff's all packed from your move, so now, yes, go get you a wreath, girl. Y'all, one of the nice things about the subscription box, the BBB box, is it's all ready to go. Like, she's got almost everything she needs to make it. At least one, maybe two wreaths, depending how much she puts in there. Okay, so there we go. This is in nice and tight. I can still use the hanger here, and you can see the cable ties a little, but it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, Marilyn, we'll be texting out the entire supply list for this video as soon as we're done. So grab a spot on the text list, and we'll text it all out to you. Here comes the twigs. Now, I like twigs for drama too. You could put the twigs in last, but I prefer to get them in before I have to fight around the bow. So we're going to use what we call our zigzag technique. We're going to put a little out the left and a little out the right. So I'm going to have this one come in, and see how I'm just going to work it right into the base. Oh yeah. So this will be our piece going out to the left. So I'm going to wire that in just a second. Yeah, Dorothy, we sell all of the supplies we're using here today, and we'll get you a link to the supply list shortly, okay? We'll text it out first, and then we'll post it on the website too. Okay, and this one's going to go over on the right side. Okay, I'm just going to slide it in. It needs to come up a little bit higher, so we get some nice twig action. Now you can see how much fun drama that adds. Isn't that fun? Two twigs going in. Sunflower swag there. And look, all of this is grabbed right on the back right here. And that's even going to create more stability to the whole piece. So grab a cable tie. I'm grabbing both the stems of the twigs up here at the top. So far, I'm only really having to hide this one little area. I know it's hard to see, guys, but that's where everything's getting attached. Okay, just get that nice and tight. I love it. And I'm going to turn it over now and take a look at the back. These, I'm just going to give this a bend down and just kind of let it stay down there. That way it can't be yanked out. So I sell a lot of my stuff in online, or I take it to a craft show or a vendor mall, and I want to make sure that it's going to hold up really well. So I'm going to trim that off. Okay, this longer one, I'll just leave it. So that's all in the back. Yeah, Karen! Twig action! We have our juicy ribbon, our twig action. It's all going down. Okay, and we don't want to leave out the top. The top needs its own twig action. We got the threesome going here with the sunflowers down, the twigs up, and the sunflowers up. I know. I'm a mess. Let's bring this one in. Come on down here. Same, repeat the process here. This one I'm going to kind of use more straight up though. Oh yeah. See how fun that is? Now take and manipulate it around. This is why I like to do this before the ribbon, because then you're going to have to deal with the ribbon too. Okay, flip it back over. Tie that one in. I can still use the hanger. I try not to attach anything where it's going to mess up that hanger, because it's just nice to have that already built in. So come on around here, grab that piece. Let me know if you've tried a swag before like this, where you piece it together. Let me know. in the comments, or are you thinking about trying one? I try to make these pretty easy to where I feel like you can easily do a design. Bend that one up so these can't be pulled out, and then just take and trim it. I'm going to trim this one a little longer. Okay, all good. Twigs are in. Oh my gosh. So earlier it looked really pretty with just the bow, but now we're really stepping it up with the dimension. Now grab the bow we made at the beginning of the video. Watch this puppy come together. Now, if you are not a ribbon person, and believe it or not, guys, there's some people who are not, like an oversized sunflower right here glued into the middle, done. Done. Okay, so you can think of different options. Now, we made this bow at the beginning of the video. This really ties it together so nice. And I always sell swags very well because there's not as much competition out in the general world with swags. There's a lot of wreaths places, not as many swags. So play with them here or there to give it a try. I'm just zip tying this right to the middle. And then we've got to manipulate it. Yay, you learned from me. Awesome. And Karen's done this at Christmas a lot. I love it. I love it. You love my swag? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, long tail. Remember, we made it to go behind. Pull it behind. Let it be part of the drama in the back. See? Let that go in the back. Grab that long tail. Why am I thinking wormtail from Harry Potter? Words. Words and brain. Now curl these up. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Linda. You get a break. Okay, y'all, we did it. Let's see how long did that take us. I'm not sure how long. It's not showing me on here how long I've been live with you guys, but not long. It's done. What do you think? Just because something has a patriotic color palette doesn't mean you can't use it all year long. So I'm going to show you how to do this. This particular kit starts off with a container that's got a classic looking plaid on there that never goes out of style. And we're going to make this with a blue and white floral to go in here. So it's kind of got a summertime vibe going to it, but literally you can leave it out till the fall. So that's our goal with this one, is a piece that's nice and transitional, but it screams, hey, the weather's warm. The colors are warm but soft, and this is so pretty. So we got to start off by getting some foam, and the foam does not come in the kit. You'll have to purchase this separately. But this particular foam comes from a big sheet, and I cut it into two little squares that can slide right into the center. Okay, I prefer the big sheets of foam, but you can always get smaller pieces and work several into making your base too for your arrangement. So I'm going to start off with some Gorilla Glue. I like to put that in the bottom. You also want to prep the bottom, if possible, just with a little alcohol wipe. Wipe it down. I put some Gorilla Glue in there. And that's going to set up with my hot glue. And I've got my electric skillet with hot glue just right over here to the side. And I'm going to dip these in and just put them right into the bottom of the container. So I've got two. I'm just going to kind of wipe them on each other. I do want a little bit of excess on there so they can goo out a little bit, as I call it. Let them goo out. And then we're going to let that just set up a couple minutes, and then we'll get started on our arrangement, building it up. Hey, are you on our text list? Because if you're not on our text list, that's how you're going to get notifications when I'm building a kit just like this. So you want to get on the text list at 832-734-5201. All you got to do is text to me the word VIP, because you're a VIP, and when you get on the list, you will not miss notifications for new videos, and I don't want you to miss any of them. All right, you're going to grab your big sunflowers. They're going to shape out our design first. We're going to put these in first. But make sure as you're shaping out your leaves that you come in and you like and follow. Make sure you share this video with your friends so that way we can continue to make beautiful content for you to enjoy watching. So that's a great way to support us. If you're able to come and shop from our store, that's even better. But a like, a share, a follow, and all that helps us out also. So do what you can to help all your favorite creators. Now I took the first stem and I broke it down. I cut it at the first nodule where it's made to be cut. And that kind of gives me a starting point here for my design. I know that I want this piece to be a little bit high. Now, this design is going to have a smaller base, but we are going to have it just cascading right out and having a lot of motion. So my first piece is going in, and you see how it's kind of chilling, it's kicking back a little. So important. Now we're going to kick out from there more of like an L shape with my next piece. So this one, once I shape it all and shake hands with it, just like we do in design school, we want to shake hands and open up the floral. Then I'm going to take and break this down into some shorter pieces. So I'm going to cut off the big flower and cut off the smaller flowers. And now we're going to take and kind of create our own little cluster over here to the side in somewhat of an L shape. So I'm going to start off with the biggest bloom first because we have him kind of kicking up high, chilling over here. This one's going to come out to the right. I'm going to come into the side of the foam, and I want him to just kind of be, oh yeah, we're happy. I'm happy. I'm looking over this way. I'm so happy. And I'm going to support him by going around him. This is the front of the design, so I want one coming forward, of course. We'll have him look up a little bit. Now, the bud is going to go into the back. So I'm going to trim this off, save those leaves, and the bud is going to go into the back. So as you start to lay out your pattern here, you want to think about where everybody's going. And I want him to look forward. Okay, we want it to be kind of flowing already when we just see the main flowers in. Okay, take a look. Take a look. All right, now save these leaves. We'll use them in a little bit. But before we get any twigs in, we need to come in and get our greenery. And this is our fishtail fern. It always gives us a really nice wispy design. So I'm going to push this one up a little bit, but I'm going to cut these to 2-inch stems, okay? On this bush. Get it all broken down like that. Now with this one, I know I need a few longer ones. So I'm going to take like 3 longer ones to start without pushing it up at all. And we will pop these in around our main bloom. So one of the things I like for our designs to be very organic feeling. And I think that's how we feel when we're doing this. Uh-oh, I knocked off the head. If that happens, no worries. You just put a little glue. It can happen. And we're just going to put him back on. You happy now, you pretty little head? He's happy. Okay, our first fern went in up the top. And these are the long ones we're going to use. And I want you just to come in and just snuggle right up to the other. Snuggle right up in here. And then put one right in the middle. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure this main flower is getting all the loving. And you see how it's getting all the loving? Now we're going to love on this bottom one too. So I'm going to take the shorter pieces and go right around him. So this is the shorter bush. We already cut shorter. And we're working right around the main floral, just like we did at the top one. We're just repeating that same process. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then one right up the middle. This one I'm going to do a little bit more clumpy because I want that to kind of sit in the middle. So you can tell we're not just shoving anything in. We're thinking about where everything's going. And now we're ready to fill in around the base with the greenery to kind of really fill up the design. So what I want you to do is push all of these where they're clustered and shorter, okay? We're going to do that with every one. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. All right, now we're going to start to work our way around with these so they really fill in. So I might pull them a little bit tighter, trim that off, and let's start to fill in our design. Kind of work from the center out. Instead of working just from on the edge out, work from that center out. That blue is so pretty. It is just such a pretty blue. There we go. You see how I'm working from the middle out and I'm getting that nice and full. So when you grab the kit to this, matter of fact, if you do need the link, just ask in the comments if you're having any trouble finding it here on the post. And we're going to provide everything you need except for the moss and the foam. We're going to use a little moss at the end to kind of fill in any of that foam that you can still see. But you will need your own foam and moss. See how pretty? Look at, you see how pretty? And that's why you love this greenery, because the movement it gives it. Now let's come into the back zone here. And I'm going to put a couple pieces in the back, and I'm just making them short. And we'll just pop these in. And we also have our leaves that we had earlier that we cut off our one bloom, and we can put those here in the back. The only thing I want to do is I want to get rid of that middle stem so you cannot see it. I took it off. And these are great to just keep in the back here to fill in some space. Just make sure the front of the leaves show. Oh, that's perfect. Here's the front. Now you see our shape. That's really important. It's important to kind of show that's the movement we want going, and that's where we want your eye to be looking. Now our last element, which is a lot of fun in this design, is going to be the twigs. And our twigs also have a little bit of white bloom on it. And I picked the white out of the container to pull that white into it. We purposely avoided red on this because I didn't want it to give it a patriotic vibe. It could have a patriotic vibe, but you didn't have to be committed to that. Let's say you did, you know, a little bit of lemons, or this is a blue that's really pretty with lemons. Anything like that, if you had that in your kitchen or your sunroom, this would totally work to go with it. But it wasn't locked in with patriotic with the red. Now, if you are like, Clea, but I want to use it for patriotic, I tell you what, just add in a little bit of red berries and you'll hit a home run with this kit, okay? You can just add them onto your order. Matter of fact, don't forget, if you spend over $100, you get free shipping. And you could just pop those in or out. And you can actually take them out after the holiday too, if you wanted to have less of the patriotic going. Now I'm going to bring this one in and just push it down right into here, because I want this to be our tall twig. And I might bring a little fishtail in front of it and just have those kind of working their way out. Ooh, that's pretty. Really, really pretty. Now let's come in between. That one twig's in. I'm going to have this one kind of go off to the left. Let me cut it a little bit shorter. And this one we're going to do the same thing. I like to take these and curl a couple of them, at least to give them a little structure. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. And that's going to come in over here to the left. Beautiful. Just pop that one in. Mamacita. I love that. That white flower in there is perfect. It's just pulling out the white from the container. So dainty. So soft. You know, I love that. And so these are coming all out of that midline of the design. So the L is occurring here, and these are breaking through to the right and the left. And that's real important in how I want this finished piece to look. Now I'm going to curl this one down a little where these white flowers are, because I kind of want them lower to the base. And we're going to put this right in here on the right. Just find a little spot. I got a little bit of a glue string there. I didn't take my time and pull it off beforehand. I was rushing. All right, trim this little wire off. Okay, I love it. Now take your twigs and make sure you're bossing them around. Some of them you want straight, some of them you want curled. You can decide. Look how cute. This is so sweet, so cute, very simple to make. You can see how quickly we pulled it together. We're going to be making a everyday wreath that you can easily switch out for different seasons. We're going to make this killer base. As you can see, this is a pre-made base. Let me flip it over and show you the back. It's basically in the beautiful shape of an oval, and all of this comes attached to this lovely strong wire base. So yes, you can hang this on the door just as it is, but I'm going to show you how to take this up to the next level and how you can save some money by starting with a pre-made base and making your own. So what we're going to do is, this is, I think, about a 26-inch long oval, but we're going to add it to a, this is an 18-inch wreath base, okay? And we're going to lay the oval just right on top, and now I'm going to spread it out. Now, I had already fluffed the wreath base to begin with, so I've kind of got a good shape. The reason we're doing this is I'm trying to get like a beefier base so we can add things to this during different times of the year. So this is a great way to make wreaths to pop, fill up your Etsy shop, to sell, or if you want to just make them for yourself, this is a great way to have something neutral that you can change for other seasons. So what I'm going to do here is pop in some zip ties. These are zip ties. I usually call them cable ties. You can get these in different colors. This is a kind of a white one. I am not going all the way through the back. I am just kind of grabbing a couple of pieces of the grapevine and getting that nice and tight. And then I'm going to trim that off. I would recommend at least 3 points of connection, if not maybe 4, just to be safe. Okay, and I'm just going to go, I think I'm going to do 3. So 1, 2, and then 3 over there. That should be enough. If you feel like your wreath needs more, like you need to pull it over and you need another one, you can always add as many as you want. You got to have this going the right way, though, or the zip tie doesn't work, guys. All right. I'm going to pull that really tight. So that's 2 in. Okay. And now I'm going to come in with the third one right over here. Just move the florals out of your way. Oh, this is a perfect one to grab. I'm just going to pull this, and I'm going to get 2 or 3 pieces of grapevine underneath and just cinch this really tight. Okay. Trim off that cable tie, and we're good to go. Now, our next step is to come in and all those places where we attach this to our base, we're going to cover with Spanish moss. So today we're using our dark green Spanish moss, and you're just going to take it and ball it up into smaller pieces like this. I just do a little ball, and we're going to take a little bit of glue from our glue skillet on my bamboo stick, and I'm just going to pop that in. All right. And I'll pop this in here, just going over it to cover it. Make sure that covers your mechanics well. That one's not one to stick. There you go, buddy. Now one more up here at the top. You might need more or less of this depending how much cable tie is showing. I kind of did that one like a little longer shaped. And we'll pop that one in. Okay, and that's just sticking down. Now, next step is we have to take take time and shake hands. In design school, when you fluff something out, I call it shake hands with it. Get to know it, y'all. I think it's separated out here. Y'all, if you want to get on our wait list for our design school when it opens again, you can head over to Cleese.com. Just click on design school or go directly to Cleese Design School. Now, anytime you get a pre-made wreath on a wire base and you want to beef it up and add that more natural woodsy look, you take and you use 3 cable ties and put it on a grapevine base. That easy. Now, get ready, because this is where the drama's going to happen. Before I show you too much, let's make our bow first, because I don't like to tease you like that. All right, let's get out our easy bow maker and our ribbon. Now, I said this is a year-round wreath, so our bow we're going to pick is pretty neutral. So let me bring my bow maker out, set this guy up over here. He's looking really cute. And we're going to make just a simple bow for this project. Just boot out of your way any of that little bits of moss. Okay, so I'm going to start off with about a 20-inch tail. So I'm going to measure that the length of the bow maker, come right to the center and twist it. Okay, and this is expandable jute ribbon. So it is just a beautiful medium because you can take and extend it out, and I'll show you how you can work with it. Okay, right now I'm not expanding it at all. We're just letting it do its thing. I'm at 6 inches on each loop. Come to the center and twist. Hold that with 2 fingers in the middle while you're separating out the loops. Bring that back to the center. 6 inches. So right now I've got 2 loops at 6 inches on either side. And I got 2 tails at 20 inches. Grab my scissors. Just cut this straight off. You can't dovetail it or anything. You just cut it straight. Let it do its thing. Now we're going to come back in with another center piece. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to make this tail about halfway down. Okay? Maybe a little bit more. 3/4. And I'm going to twist. Now I'm going to make this loop shorter at 5 inches. A whole inch shorter. 5 inches. Twist, hold it tight in the center. 5 inches over here, scrunch it down. All right, I'm going to hold these opposite here and just cut those. All right, so this is a 2-1 bow recipe, really easy. And we're gonna need a small cable tie for the center and a large one for the back. I prefer, this is an 8-inch cable tie running through the center, and then we've got an 11-inch going to the back. Put that in the center. Look, I even have a leaf. I've got so many oak leaves right now, y'all, from our tree. Separate it out, hold pressure in the middle. It's pollen season over here. Look at this little guy. These were stuck in my wreath because I had them outside. They're trying to pollinate somehow from the leaves. Okay, I separated it all out. I've got great spacing. I love how this ribbon is somewhat, you know, you can kind of, I was going to say translucent, but you can kind of see through to the back. I love that part. Now that's my attachment cable tie. I'm going to get it really tight. Take and just cut that piece off, make it nice and neat. The final step I do on the bow making is I like to add a little piece of ribbon to the center, and this ribbon works just great. Cut about a 12-inch strip, and I take and fold it on itself. So I get it nice and thick in the middle, and then it makes a really nice, clean, neat center. And you're going to see how that cleans it up. Looks really good. And I'm going to do 2 knots in here. Here's one. Well, maybe not. I'm going to try to do 2. I think I got it. 2 knots. Okay, so this is our bow. Now, if you want to be able to change this bow out for seasons, different seasons, use some wire on the back of that bow, and then it's just ready to change out. Now, I like to take and kind of clean up my tails, and just do that by rolling and curling. Okay, just start it. It's a little tricky to start. Start it going, okay? Get a nice curl going. All right, once you're happy with that curl, tack just a wee bit of glue. So scrape the glue off your stick here. I'm just going to use just a little bit. And that's going to help hold that curl, okay? Just pat it. Got it? We're going to do that on every one of these because I got to deal with these ends. These ends are a little ornery. Start to curl. Get it a little tighter. I don't like them to be matchy-matchy, so I do one a little longer, one a little shorter. Come in here and get rid of most of the glue off there, and then just gently tack it. Watch your fingers. Don't do that with a glue gun. You will burn the tar out of yourself. Make sure your glue is cool enough to touch it. I'm going to rotate that, rotate it, curl it. Okay, so I got a nice curl going. So we're going to do that on every curl. Some of these, I'm curling these all under. You could curl them forward, too, if you wanted. Okay, just gently tack it. I just found I like the way these curls hold. It looks really cute. I'm going to show you one more trick with this bow after we get it in our piece, okay? And just gently tap it, tap it. Good. Curls are in, but is that bow looking good? All right, put that to the side. Go grab your wreath base because we're ready to bring it back to the star of the show here. All right. And as we talked about before, I'm going to fluff it kind of to the inside. Make sure we've got good coverage everywhere, which we do. This looks great. Now, I'm going to grab my big spray. You're going to need one big spray for this design. You're going to love this because it's just so easy. In this one, we're going to use a gorgeous sunflower. So find you a big floral spray. We will have the whole supply list for this project. If you want to text us at 832-734-5201, I'll text you out the supply list. But any type of floral you want here, but it needs to be big and bold. So for me, this was just a perfect solution, this gorgeous sunflower spray. Now bend these heads forward. They need to be looking at you, smiling up at you. This is going to run right down the center of the wreath. So I don't need a whole lot of stem here. So I'm going to go right to that. These little indentation parts on floral sprays are for you to cut at. So they help you make nice, clean cuts. So use them. Whenever you see those little lines, use that, okay? Now, I'm going to take in what we call dry fit. So I'm going to put this in without gluing. I'm going to take and just stick it in here. We're going to dry fit its position. I know I want it to run up pretty much up the center. Right up the center of this wreath. Wait till you see how pretty this is. And simple. Okay, once I'm happy, instead of gluing this, I'm just going to cable tie or wire it. Because once I have this neutral base, guys, I can change this out for every season. I can find me a beautiful poinsettia, or maybe in early spring, maybe I find some big butterflies that can run right up the center like this. Just so many different options. So instead of gluing this, I'm cable tying one at the top. Okay, and you're going to pull that nice and tight because this is what's going to hold this. And then I'm going to cable tie the other one at the bottom. And I tell you what, if you make the bow neutral enough, it could go with whatever piece you wanted to put in there. So let's say you have a wreath, you put your fancy wreath on your door, but maybe you've got a back porch or something where you want a wreath that could change out, but you don't want to have to invest in a big fancy one or make you a fancy one all the time. Or maybe you're a wreath maker like me and you're always running out of time for your own wreaths. These are so easy to switch out, okay? Those two pieces, it's good to go. It's good to go. Now, I am going to take and put some moss over these to camouflage them. But if you had brown or green cable ties, you probably wouldn't even have to do that. Okay? Now, I'm just going to touch this right to the cable tie. So that way when I have to take this cable tie out and switch it, the moss will just come right off. Okay, so that one's in. Grab your glue strings, guys. Anytime you have one, Blue Merino, you got to get them off there. Okay? Look how pretty. This is so simple. I mean, this is all about easy and convenient today. Okay, we started with that pre-made base. We stretched it a little bit more circular to go on an 18-inch grapevine wreath base, which gave us this really beautiful look. Now we've got these gorgeous sunflowers rocking on here in one spray. Now pull the greenery around to kind of hide any of your mechanics. You ready? Are you ready how easy this is? Now, it's bow time. So the bow, it just tucks in right here. Right here beside. Oh my gosh. And I can attach it to the floral stem if I want it to be right here and be more forward. I think that would look amazing. So instead of putting it all the way down to the grapevine, I'm going to put it up here. And we're just going to attach it to the floral stem. And you know what? When you take this wreath down or you want to change it out, you could absolutely leave this bow attached to the floral and just pop out the stem. And you are good to go. Isn't she super cute? Oh, easy, super cute, very simple. And I know you can do this on your own to any wreath you might already have that's just a pretty base. Just start with a big floral stem up the center, something neutral that can go for any time. This is a classic look that never goes out of style, guys. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to come up with a good one next year. All right, let's get rocking and rolling. We're going to do this one all neutral because I'm feeling like I need some neutral pieces too for my Etsy store. So we're going to come in here and definitely pop it up. I'm going to start with some nice greenery and berries. You knew it had to be. You guys, you knew it, Jan, huh? Oh my gosh. Stacy said last time you used mesh was in a Halloween wreath 3 years ago. Did you see Sylvia do that? It was great. Hi, Jessica. You guys, if you got here late, you're gonna have to watch this video on replay, because it's gonna confuse the tar out of you. It really is. Oh man. Oh, that was fun. We've been plotting this for a while. Hi, Carlin. Robin, happy birthday. Oh, with a April's Fool birthday. I don't know how you. I bet every year you're getting something. Oh, Sydney, and the purple wreath, that greenery was available. I think it might be sold out, but you can check on the website. It's called Cottonwood. Sydney, it's called Cottonwood. Oh, Dee Dee, you didn't get the text. Dee Dee, text again and make sure you send us the word live, okay? Dee Dee, you thought I was off the rail. Hey, you know, it's Richard had margaritas at dinner, not me. No, I'm good. Mary, that's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, I want to make sure I'm not insulting anybody who does mesh. I think it's fine. It's that you can make beautiful mesh wreaths too. I just wanted to have some fun because, you know, guys, I really love florals, and that's my favorite medium to work in. And we're gonna have fun. Ready? Oh, you read it 3 times because you were like, it says mesh. That is weird. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So funny. Did you believe it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all hold a second. My daddy's calling. He's got my daughter. Hey, Daddy, I'm on live right now. Okay. Are y'all coming? Okay. See you soon. Bye. Okay, they're coming back. So he said, call him back. Diane, is the other one for sale? The bigger one? Diane, that one is not online yet. The purple one is. If you want to email info@cleese.com, I can send you the link, okay? Regina, did we trick you? Happy birthday to your grandson, Mary. I love it. Shannon, what's an alternative to the mini leaf bush? Oh, I like that. This one's pretty good, too. This is that eucalyptus seed bush. It's got a nice texture and nice bright green. Happy April Fools. You liked it, Sandra? Good. Kali and mesh in the same sentence don't go together, right? Brenda, I have been waiting all day to do this. Oh, and I needed to start it off convincingly and just start chopping up mesh. Diane, info at Keleas, KELEAS.com. And you can contact us there, and we will take care of you. I listed the other one on Etsy, but I didn't list the pink one yet because, frankly, I was thinking about keeping it because I might do that kind of look all over this. Oh, thanks, Dahlia. Thank you. Oh, absolutely. You could definitely, that's what I was saying earlier when I did do mesh. So, you guys, I've been doing this for 25 years, and mesh came on the scene like in 2005. 2007, it was really hot, so I did have to make mesh different than what you see mesh wreaths now. We didn't have those frames or anything like that. Mesh came around as a way to wrap up gifts, and party users were using it for like party planners, were putting it on tables and all kind of stuff like that, and then someone created the mesh wreath out of it, and from then on it just morphed, and so we used it kind of at the behind screens. I would just take cable ties and I would put it at the back of my wreath to kind of create a perimeter and then design on front of it. So yeah, it did definitely had its place and still does. Definitely great uses for it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit down there. I think we'll do a little bit over here. We're going to have, I'm feeling like we're going to go big tonight. Even though I'm on a small base, I mean, I've got to deliver now that I tricked you. Oh, you did? Your son did it? Oh, nice, Tracy. Congrats. That's so nice. Yeah, Kaya's new to playing tennis. She did play last year. She's improving a lot, so it was fun. And it was literally the warmest day we really had, so they did pretty well just to have a good time and a good showing that way. I was proud of her. Hi, Melanie. Right? Exactly. Hey, Melissa. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited when I get to play with flowers, guys. It's more fun to me, right? Y'all are so funny. I was meshing around. You're hilarious, Trudy. Thanks, Miss Grace. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of fuller flower in here rocking, and then I'm going to use these kind of for length. Get a little pop going. All right, these little tags are hard to get off. Oh, those of you in design school, the custom greenery has just arrived, so I'm really excited to share it with you. I'm excited. All right, the monster mesh. Oh yeah, I did. I made that big giant monster wreath. Oh my gosh, I made a giant. It had these giant legs in it. You did. Oh, Jeannie, the doctor said about my knee. That's a great question. I will share that with everyone. Actually, we found out what's wrong with my knee, and the MRI showed I actually have a torn meniscus. So I am going to have it fixed. So it's way better than the other diagnosis I got. So thank you for asking. So that's going to be on the plate soon, but not today, but thank you. I know. When I started the ruffle, yeah, I don't even pretend to know what I'm doing with the ruffle or the cruffle or any kind of methods. Kali just shoved it in. I I think what I actually used to do was just the poof. I would just poof it, tie it, poof it, tie it. And I'd throw it on the ground, just let it roll down, poof it and tie it. Oh, but now I like how they put the curls in and add it all in. Don't be a tease. Come on, Stacy. Oh, you guys are awesome. So what's on your agenda this weekend? You know, we're going to be here hanging out with you tomorrow at noon, freestyling. Well, no, we'll have simple Saturday. We'll be simple in it. That looks good so far. I like that. Now, I'm going to be using some sunflower bouquets that are new I won't play with. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to put tulips or not. Right, Jeannie? It is good to have answers. So at least it made me feel like I'm not crazy. Right? Hey, Ramona, I'm glad you made it. Ramona, I didn't have the heart to tell you. It was a prank. The whole mesh thing was a prank. I was going to crumple the poof, Brenda. Dorian, oh, what's your grandson's name? We can say hello to him. All right, I'm working with this new bouquet. I'm going to kind of cluster, get 3 blooms. And I like bouquets because they just come out like this. If you've never tried a bouquet to design with, it's just ready for you to work with. I love that. Oh, thanks, Dahlia. Both of these we did in design school this last week, so we have been rocking. Ooh, Jeannie, you're going to do outside gardening? Jealous. Totally jealous. Linda, do not blame me for your near misses on the interstate. Oh, you're killing me. Linda, that's hilarious. All right, I got my first big bloom in there. I love how that's wired. Nice. Hi, Drake. Good to see you. I'm glad you're watching tonight with your grandma. I love it. Glad you came to hang out with us. Happy birthday, Dee Dee. Oh, you're going to have a barbecue dinner and shrimp? Jealous. Yummy. Honey Bunny did take me out for a Mexican. If you're from Sugar Land, we went to, I think it's called, I don't know if they just call it Lopez's. It's right up on the freeway here. Oh, it's delicious. The butterfly wreath? I think the butterfly wreath, I took it to the store. If that's the one you were talking about, I made it a couple of weeks ago, I guess. I haven't checked the store sales in a couple of days. I don't know if it's still there or it's sold. That was still selling some Easter stuff. So you guys, if you have your stuff in a store, you might buy some, sell some at the last minute. The boys have a big job and you're going shopping with Leah? Nice, Stacy. I love it. I'm just going to mix in. So I'm just taking like a little piece from the bouquet and a main flower and mixing them. Oh, Linda, sure. Sure, say, oh, I was going to watch my friend make this mesh wreath. You know what mesh is, officer? Yeah, it's like this fabric, plastic stuff that we make wreaths out of. And I was going to watch her, but she really doesn't make mesh. And I was a little bit, you know, I thought it was odd. And I was concerned it might be an April Fool's joke, but I wanted to show up and support her because, you know, we're all about supporting each other in this community. Yeah, Linda, that was going to go over well. You were going to be calling me to bail you out. That's what was going to happen. Oh, Suzanne, you thought there was a shortage of grapevines. Girl, if it gets that bad, you will see me being creative. Okay? I did make a wreath on a, remember on the, it was more of a swag, but on the yardstick. We will make it work. Oh, Julia, you love white sunflowers? I think that's beautiful. They're so pretty to work with, too. So I've got a couple up, a couple down. I'm going to work on, I'm going to get another, let's see. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm going to have to use 2 bushes of the sunflowers for sure. So I want to fill this in really nice up here on the top. Kind of getting my outer pieces in first. I'll put this in. You guys, if you see me doing that little twirl, that's because it's blue. I'm getting a blue string off there. I'm not doing like abracadabra. I love this new bush, y'all, because it's wired really good. And when you use a piece that's wired, you can really give it that depth and that motion. And that's important to me on my designs, so I'm going to utilize that. So I'll try to find supplies that we sell on Cleese.com that are like that. Y'all, we will be texting out the supply list for this not mesh wreath project. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're on the text list. Oh, Beverly, I'm just going to write a comedy script writer. Beverly, yes, sure. Tony, what happened to the mesh? You have to go back and watch the video at the beginning, Tony. Go catch the replay. Yeah, officer, you don't understand. Clee never uses mesh. Oh my gosh. Dee, you have these sunflowers? I love it. These are actually, this is a new bouquet. So I'm not sure if you have this one, but we have some beautiful white ones too that just, these come with some fun little fillers in the bouquet, and they're just, I like them because they're wired and you don't have to cut them as much. So they're fun to work with. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. I'm glad. Oh, Terry, you paused your movie? Terry, I'm sorry. Y'all, after I'm done, go watch the beginning. Because I thought I was putting on pretty good. I thought I was laying it on thick for you. Oh, my goodness. It was fun, though. This is even more fun than a mesh wreath, okay? For me, maybe not for y'all, but for me, it's going to be more fun. Y'all, I don't use mesh anymore. It would have been the slowest thing you ever saw me make. You're like, oh, it's taken an hour and Clee hasn't even got a flower on yet. What is wrong? Oh my gosh, let me cover that glue up. You had to make your home grapevine wreaths. You had to drive flower farm. Right, Jane? How cool. Ooh, Jane, I bet they were awesome. I bet they were beautiful. Yeah, I never had to make my own grapevines. We had, I don't know what we had before Hobby Lobby. Some kind of MJ Designs or something like that. Something interesting. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. Right, Terry, you had to see what was going on. Clee has lost her mind. I'm going to put a few more sunflowers right here in the middle. Then we'll get that filled in really nice and tight. It has a nice foliage on here, too. I'm going to have to trick y'all more. Y'all really show up in droves when I, like, do something crazy. What if I was like, Kalee's about to have a drama session? Like, Kalee's about to complain about something. Y'all would come out. What is going on? There is drama. No. Just pretty flowers to play with. So, yeah, I'm jealous of those of you working in the garden this weekend. I have to go and work at the warehouse for at least for Saturday because we're, I lost today out there with Kaya. Oh, good. Good, Carol. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Some of you might have seen it coming, but I saw you still showed up just in case. Oh, thank you. Me too. It's a bouquet. I've used 2 of them in here. See how good it's wired? You can just feel that beautiful wire. It's real. It gives you just that real feel when you're manipulating it. I love that because then you know it's going to look real, and you're going to be able to get that little bit of a turn that you can't get with some wires. So I love this one. Yeah. Put that in there. I'm trying to get my center looking good. Pretty good. I want I'll do this a little higher, but we can move it around. I think that looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to fill in a little bit between with some of the fillers. Oh, okay. Let's bring this in. Then I'm going to take this little bit. I think this little bit, I'm going to have him go at the top too. Right, Suzanne? You just had to come see. We'll just do announcements like that where you don't know what's coming. What is she doing now? Kalee's going to brew beer on Thursday. All right, we're making wine or quilting. I'll be quilting. You're like, okay, what happened to her? I've become too predictable for y'all, huh? All right, let's go in between here and fill this in a little. Get out of here, glue string. I don't need you, sassy glue string. Okay, oh, I like that in there. I like all this assortment of fillers. This one has like a little whiter gray. Isn't that cute? Oh, I know. They are, Angela. They're really awesome. I'm loving them. I'm loving them. And I need to restock some of our neutral stuff at the store. So I knew this would be a good one to knock out. But if you guys are more, if you're not a wreath maker and you just want to buy something we make, you can always email us. And if it hasn't sold at the store or on Etsy, we'll be happy to create a custom order for you. As far as I don't create custom work, but I will create a sales order for you if you like something we're making. Just let us know. We will gladly ship it to you. Okay. Ooh, that looks good. Now let me show you, because the good wiring, I want to show you. Look at how far that's off. Isn't that awesome? Now we're gonna add a little bit more filler in there to just fill that out. Ooh, so yummy. I like that already. Got a couple more pieces here, and then I have another one of these we can use. Thank you, Barbara. Brenda, if I bring the Cricut machine up, I'm gonna have to buy one first. It's hard for me because I could easily get into other things like Cricut or you know, that aisle at Hobby Lobby with all the papers on it. Oh, yes, that is like so satisfying. Bonnie, I tricked you. Oh, sorry. I feel kind of guilty, but I think it was worth it for April Fool's. I think it was totally worth it to trick y'all a little bit. Oh. If you guys are getting here later and you're just showing up like, what is she even talking about? You'll have to go watch the beginning of the video. I had so much fun. We played a little prank on the audience. I'm going to have to clean up mesh everywhere over here. Because then I decided to throw it everywhere. Oh, that was a good time though. Oh my gosh, what a great day I've had today. I got to see my baby play, and she had fun, and I had a nice dinner with Richard, and now I'm getting to hang out with you guys. It's the best time ever. Suzanne, you're making a wreath right now. Yay. Girl, have fun doing that. I know I am. Okay, let me break down one more of these. I love these with the little balls. They are by far my favorite. One of my favorite things is, like, you know, something that has movement in a piece that actually will have movement on a door. Because if the wind catches these, they're going to move a little. And that's going to catch the eye and really be cool. I know I'm going to love it. And we are going to put a bow in this when we get down to the very end. Okay, let me break this one apart too. So we'll have 4 pieces total. And these hand wrap pieces like this, they just tear apart super easy. You don't even have to have any special tool to tear them. I do need a wire cutter to kind of trim up the edges when we get down to it, because the paper being messy, that just causes glue string. So just kind of make that neat, you know. Oh, Nell, you were wondering why I was going to be doing mesh. Yes, I know. I was tricking you. The ultimate tricky trick. It was fun. It was fun. All right, let's put a little of these towards the center now. And I'm going to move those up. Like, they're going to pop out here. So they're kind of filling in that area. I've got 4 of these total. And I like that they have a little greenery on them. They really pop out. Let's go on this other side. Let's go over here. Bring that in. Bring this down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that. Now, I want just a little bit more in here. And I'm really just going to let this be very dimensional and let that be subtle down them. They probably call it, I think they call this one actually a snowball. It's not really an allium. Yeah, it's more of a ball. Hi, Vicky. Good to see you. Vicky, I hope you go check the beginning of the video. You gotta go watch the replay in a little bit. I know you just got here. And girl, it was fun. I'm gonna try not to give it away. but I think you'll find it hilarious. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, and let's put this one maybe coming a little lower. Thanks, Stacy. You too. Teresa, huh? What do you mean, Teresa? There's no fooling around here. This is all serious. This is Flower City down here. Oh, you're so funny. And I'm going to try to move this leaf over just a little bit. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I've got to show you guys the bow. Ready? Oh. I told you it was going to be all neutral, and look. Look how gorgeous. I used this big window pane, and I did 2 really big loops. This is a 4-inch window pane. First time I've played with it. Love it. I did 2 of the really big loops, and then I used the expandable jute here in the center, and I'm going to open it up, right? Robin, on this one we have 2 transition points. We've got one right here at the cluster, and we're going to have another one down here at the bow. So great question. Nell, did we trick her? Ida, we tricked her? So I'm just going to open up the tip of this and leave the center tight. I think that gives it a nice little depth, and I'll make them kind of match. So they're open. I love that. Now this is a window pane. You can't expand it. That's all it goes. Oh, Sandra, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like it. And then we're going to pop this one just right in over here. And I kind of created this little cave in here. So we're going to bring this bow into the little cave. Hello, little happy bow. And he's going to sit right here. And I didn't do a lot on this side. We just kept it pretty simple. We let that be the you know, what do you say? Business in the front, party in the back. That's what we got going on there. So let me tie that in there. This was so fun to make with you guys. Don't forget to get on our text list so we can text you out the supply list. If you have any questions, let me know here. I'll be happy to answer you. And I'm sorry if I disappointed you on my April Fool's joke and you didn't get to see me make a mesh wreath. But I promise I'll be here every week playing with flowers with you. Anytime you want to come hang out. Catch me live or on the replay. You know, I love to design with y'all. Okay, let me get it in there all fluffed up. Let me bring this piece up. That'll kind of help separate my bow. We're just going to keep this really simple. And voila! Voila! Oh, isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. Isn't she precious? I love her. She turned out great, guys. Yes! All right, y'all. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll be live with you tomorrow for Simple Saturday. So come join us for a simple, easy project. You can do it in under 30 minutes. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Ida. I appreciate it. And look out the rest of your April Fool's Day. There might be a little trick coming your way, but I hope it's something fun like flowers. See you guys next time, Blueberritos. Bye. Y'all, yesterday we made the prettiest watermelon bows. So I'm going to show you those in a sec. And if you want to go back and see that video, yay. Okay, good. I see you. Hi, Trudy. Hey, Donna. Good to see you. Awesome. Hey, Lori. Hey, Juanita, good to see you. Hey, Joan. Hey, Jerry. Awesome, and Cindy's here. Good to see everybody. Here's our cute little bows we made yesterday. Super, well, they're not little. They're big. Bigger than the bows we normally make. Because I thought we were going to make this wreath really big, and we're going to make it like Texas gaudy. We're going to go over the top. So we made 2 bows. I hope we can fit 2 in here. Look at this one. Here's the other one we made. Oh, man, they're so sassy. All watermelon-y. All right, so we are going to be making the design to go with this. And I'm going to be freestyling. It's Friday. You know we're going to be doing it. Hey, Lanissa. Hey, Karen. Hey, Amy. Hey, Connie. Good to see you. And Regina. Y'all, at the end, look at these new twigs that came in. Oh, my gosh. They're almost hairy. Isn't that fun? I just can't wait to play with these. They're going to work. They're going to be our watermelon vine. That's what they're going to be. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hey, Linda. Hi, Vicki. Good to see you. So here's our simple little watermelon base, and we're going to use this in the background of the design. So I think we're going to kick it off to the side. I need a lot of room. I plan to put a bunch of florals. I'm going to load this with a lot of whites and greens and reds. So the option is to put it lower or just, If I put it here, I still have room to put a lot of florals in there. So let's do that. I'm going to cable tie it in, and then we're going to lock it in with a bunch of florals. Hey, Lou. Good to see you. Hi, Susan. Hey, Betty. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Kathy. You guys are awesome coming on tonight. I hope you had a great Friday. On Fridays, I usually freestyle earlier in the day, but Miss Kaya was doing a Mother's Day thing, and then she got to go to a camp today, so she was living her best life. Hi, Joey. Hey, Bonnie. Good to see you guys. Awesome. Awesome. Hi, Jordan. I'm glad to see you. Hi, Bonnie. You love those new twigs? Me too. Those are so cool. I cannot wait to play with them. You know, I'm a twig girl. I'm a moths girl. I'm all the things. Let me cover up this cable tie because we can see it right there. Let's get it covered. Hi, Judy. Hi, Cherie. Hey, Miss SpongeBob. Good to see you. Okay, let's cover that up because I don't want to see that, first of all. Let's put it on here and just cover it up. Okay, love that. Now, I'm going to use some big, bold, white florals. So I'm going to go with these hyacinths because I really want to pop out a bunch of white in here. Let me put a little bit of greenery in. I'm going to use my favorite little funky, bright green greenery that looks so good. You know why? Because it's almost like the same color that's in the bows that is limey. So let's put that in there. You guys, if you're not on our text list, I did text out that we were live. So if you want to be on that list, just go to textkali.com and then you can know when we're live so you don't miss anything. Sue, I know, y'all, I'm on my own. Nicole's on vacation, so no fancy links or anything for y'all tonight. Sorry, it's just old school. It's old school. It's Kali and you guys. We're going to have fun. This bush, I like it because it just shreds apart real easy. Easy peasy to work with. Right? I mean, hey. I had the wrong color, man. I didn't want to clash with my wreath. I want to be looking jazzy. Yo, I'm going to need some more solid color shirts, though. I really am. And it's hot, so I'm going to need more sleeveless. You're going to have to enjoy the bat wings. You're going to have to embrace them. Jordan, these bows are so massive. Hey, Vicky from Alabama. Good to see you. All right, let me turn the glue pot up. For some reason, it's 1,000,000 degrees, but the glue pot's not that hot. Okay, let's get this base rocking. So I'm definitely going to want to break the plane, come over the edges of this watermelon and kind of tuck it in. Hey, Shirley. Good to see you, too. Linda, you're in sick bed? Oh, my gosh, but I'm glad your fur babies are loving on you. I'm glad they are. If you guys have questions on TikTok, you can ask. Welcome. I'm a real talker. Whether you like that or not, I'm a talker. So I'll be happy to answer or help you or say hello. Jill, this is the coolest greenery. Sherry, you love it too? You know why? Because it's got this cool little berry on it. It's like this neat little texture of a berry and a little flaky leaf. I don't know. It's funky cool. I hope you get better quick. With all that love, I know you will. That's extra love. You know what this looks like right now? It's like a bald man with just a little hair on the sides. Hopefully it's going to look better when we get down to it. Hey, Tamala. Great to see you. Okay, let's come up at the top here. Let me put these in. Get in there, buddy. All right. Joey, you love the watermelon thing? It's just it's a fun summertime theme, isn't it? I mean, you just can't go wrong. And a lot of people love to do it on their porch. So I think it's a no-brainer. It screams summer. So we might as well play with it too, shouldn't we? So much fun. You know, watermelons, bees, ladybugs, all that kind of bright colors are good for summer. Good for summer. Oh my gosh, and if you're in design school, which I know a lot of you guys watching are, the project we made on Tuesday already sold at the store. The blessed sign is gone. It is gone. It was sold when I got there. Okay, we got a nice layout. Now let's hit between this. I want to put a bunch of white because I've got a lot of red dominated florals, and we're going to be adding the big beautiful bows and all that. So I really want a bunch of white behind, okay? So let's get that in next. Oh, hi Vicky, good to see you. Hey Kernan, good to see you too. Glad you're here. If there's anybody new watching, or should you, you know, butter my biscuit for me, that would be wonderful. Share it with a friend who might enjoy wanting to do some floral design. Or maybe he just likes to decorate or have fun with all the fun flowers. Okay, I'm going to put these in. These are hyacinths that I think will be fun in here. I was going to cluster them up, but I think we're going to have to go one at a time. Let's get one in right here. And I really want to keep this at an angle, so let me push that in. There we go. Good. Let's put one more. You're all about color? Nice. Hi, Donna. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Mary Lou. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the watermelon. Me too. Me too. I'm glad we freestyle later. You guys are all coming and hanging out tonight. Usually I go earlier in the day, but it didn't work out today. Okay, I got a couple in there. I'm loving it. Good. Thanks, Sherry. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you, Lynn. I love watermelons too. Just like a no-brainer. I normally mix them with more red, but we're going to put a bunch more white today because I really want to see that pop of lighter color. I am so glad you've learned so much. I am blessed to have you guys here. I love to teach, so it's my favorite thing to do besides make with you guys. The combination of both is just so awesome. Okay, let's get these in here. I'm trying to give them a little bit of movement. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Brenda. Thank you, Kim, for the sprinkles. You're so sweet. Vince said butter my biscuit yesterday, so now that's my new term. Hey, Deborah. Right? White makes it pop. It's kind of like when we add the black ribbon in. It does that same thing. I think because this has the black dots, the white really... I just saw today in my booth, I was like, I need to add a little bit more white with the red and see if I like that. And go for it. Okay, let's look at our funky bow for spacing. This is the one I'm going to use up here, up at the top. Okay. Oh gosh, that's going to be good right there. Okay, so that's a good zone to leave open. I'm happy with that. But I need to pop that more. So now we're going to pop a little more red in. And I got some killer sunflowers that I like that are a little bit brighter red. Okay, listen, I miss your videos a lot. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You know, we've got replays here. You can always go to Chloe's.com and see the blog posts there. If for some reason you're not seeing the notifications. If you're on our text list, I text you when I'm live. But we also usually are streaming to YouTube now, so if you prefer YouTube, you can watch there also. I have a question on TikTok. Yay! What am I rolling up? That is Spanish moss. So I use Spanish moss to cover the mechanics of the glue. All right? That's a good question. Great question. All right. I didn't say pumpkin yet. Give me time. Oh, I was just planning out our first fall kit coming up. You know, it's halfway to Halloween. So I thought, let's get ready and play with some fall a little bit early. This is exciting. So y'all hang in there. Fall kit is on the way. So I'll be calling them pumpkins, sure enough. All right, let's get a little sunflower in there. I do want some red, but I want that white in the background. Hey, Zarina, I'm good. Thanks for being here. Hey, Chris, I'm glad you're here too. Excellent. Brenda, matchy-matchy, girl. I'll get matchy-matchy on you. You should be concerned, Brenda. Like, what is going down? Let's put another sunflower set in. Oh, I'm glad you get the text. Fantastic. That's a great way. At least you could go back through your texts, and you can always click the links. And when we put the supply list up on the website, guys, they do have links to the videos. So if we just post a video on YouTube or something, you can find it too. We're trying to do all the things, guys. Now that I have more help at the warehouse, we're trying. I'm trying to have more fun with flowers all the time so I can spoil the pants off of y'all. Because I love hanging with you. You love the bows, Lynn? Did you get to watch me make them last night? Yeah, so We made these killer big old bows last night because we really layered them up big time. So it was fun to do. And we had fun. Oh my gosh, I love these sunflowers. Yes. Look how they're popping off. Heck yeah. Those are nice. Awesome. Hey, Mary. Melinda, you went to a local school kids production of Aladdin? How fun. Are you going to sing Arabian Nights now? All night? Arabian Nights. Woo, how fun. That was awesome. Hey, Melissa. Glad you're here. Okay. Love that. That's beautiful. I'm liking the shape. It's all good. All good. Let me zoom in a little for a second. Y'all look at it. Ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Patty, you got to go to work. Okay. Patty. Just put your phone, you're going to put one earbud in your phone and just sneak peeks when I get all excited. And you just go, oh, I got to look at it. Clay got all excited. Jeannie, you got your order in 4 days? Yay, Jeannie. I mean, this is dream come true for me. Yes. Yes. You guys, don't forget to check out if you have an order and comment sold, too. You have not much time before your cards expire. Karen, do I have the sunflowers? Yes, we do. I can give you the item number. I will have a supply list, but not for tomorrow, not till tomorrow for the whole project. But I will share with you the numbers as I'm going to. So everything's on Khalees.com. The sunflowers are item number 12344. 12344. Hey, I'm located in Houston, Texas, in a town called Sugarland. But everything's on our website at Khalees.com. We teach you guys how to floral design. We have classes. We have free videos. We have floral supplies. All the fun stuff. I'm blessed to get to be a business coach over at Deco Exchange and teach Etsy. So I try to be doing all the things. All right, I've got one hyacinth left. I'm going to put in the top right in the middle. And we're going to cut another bush. We might double them up. Oh, Linda, yay, yay. Michaela, right? YouTube in the pocket. Y'all, I am always multitasking. I am an auditory learner, so it may not be for everybody, but I love to have something in my head always. That's why my videos, I never shut up, and I'm not for everyone. I understand that. It's okay. But I love to be telling you what I'm doing, talking to you, doing all the things. Okay, super cute. I'm loving it. I think our bow zone is perfect. Let's just see, make sure. Oh my gosh, that's perfect already. Haha. No, no. We're going to make this one gaudy. We're not stopping there. So hold on, folks. Scoot over, mister. We're going to step number 2. Step number 2, guys. More hyacinth, more sunflowers, because it's Freestyle Friday. And last Friday, I wanted to make something big, and I didn't get to, so we're going all out. This is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, these hyacinths are item number 73701. 73701. I know they come in other colors. This is the cream. Do I have monthly kits? Elizabeth, we don't have kits. We do have supply lists for a lot of our projects. I do sell kits. We have a couple of kits coming up. Our first Halloween kit's about to come out. And we've got another summertime kit coming out. But we don't have a subscription like that, like a kit subscription. We do have a couple of other subscriptions. If you're on our text list, when there's spots available, we'll send it out and let you know. Because we have spots that come available for our greenery subscription and our berries, blooms, branches, and buds. And those come out a couple times a month. Okay, Jill, what'd you say? Let's see. You gave a name today for Bow Wednesday. She was saying she needed help with her bows. Thank you, Jill. Awesome. Yes, Wednesday's bow day. Yesterday we did a bow Thursday, which was an additional day, but I knew I wanted to make these big giant bows for this one. Yay! Yay! Juanita, yay. Karen, I amaze you. Yes. Kimmy, you love that I talk to you. Oh, good. Good, because I'm never shutting up. Even when I used to have 800 viewers watching, still trying to talk to everybody, still say hello, which annoyed the hell out of some people, but that's okay. They're not my people then. I still would. Okay, I'm trimming this all down, and we're putting, this is that same greenery we used back there. It works so good with that lime green ribbon, so we're putting more of it in. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Oh, Cherie, the greenery we're using, let me give you that. I could have just given you that. Hold on. The greenery is 62887 GN. 62887 GN. I know, Angie, yes, I had plenty of this in stock before we started in green. I know I did. I made sure because everyone's been asking for the watermelon stuff, so I want to make sure we had plenty. Right? Cherie, that was the number. If someone could pop that number in the comments, because Nicole's out, guys. She is having a vacation. I know, Becky. Isn't it super cute? The watermelon slice and all of that. It'll all be on that supply list. We'll text you out everything when the video publishes, probably tomorrow. Okay, I've got a little bit going up and down here. Hi, Shelly. How are you doing tonight? Great to see you. I'm sorry if you're watching over on YouTube and I can't see you live. I just need one more device and I'll be able to do that. Who's over here? Hey, Lillian. I think that's your name. Good to see you. The greenery number, let me give it to you again, guys. The greenery was, y'all ready to copy? 62887 GN. 62887 GN is this greenery right here. Bright green. Super cute bright green. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jeannie, Kim, and Lori. You're awesome. Awesome, Shelly. You think it's very cute? Oh, thank you. All right. We're not done, though, because it may look like we're getting close to done, but no. We're going over the top. Sometimes I feel like, you know, we're from Texas. We like to overdo it sometimes. Maybe just slight bit over the top. Well, thank you, Debbie. Nancy says, is that an 18-inch grapevine? Yes. It's going in an 18. I'm coming pretty far off of it, probably 6 or 8 inches. Thank you for popping that in the comments. Also, too, over here, Kim, thank you. You're awesome. Barbara, we'll be doing a supply list, but it's not going to come out until tomorrow because it'll be too late for me to text it, okay? I don't want to be, abusing y'all too much on the text. Just slightly abusing. Yes, I will have a supply list, but anybody who wants to grab something ahead of time, I am sending it out to you early right now. Just call them out. Okay, I am just trying to kind of go on the other side of the bow here. And I really wanted just chunks of white to lay these bows on top of. See how pretty that is going to contrast with that chunking around it? I like that. And then we're going to add more movement with sunflowers too in just a second. So I know they're really working good, Brenda. I was thinking of like using the delphiniums, but I like these better because they're thicker. They're reasonably priced, and they're very, they're going to create like a good backdrop. Well, I did a TikTok today. Yesterday. I did one talking about how I needed to add like some drama to the back of a piece. And the reason was because the florals I used in there were just a little too, transparent. They were there, but they weren't creating a good solid backdrop. So that's exactly what I thought these would work because they're dense and the eye is going to stop at them. Where when I use a lot of wispy stuff, sometimes the eye goes past it. So I hope it Hope it makes sense. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Oh, good. You're quick. You're quick, Barbara. Quick on the draw. Elizabeth, the supply list will have the bows also. Yeah, we'll have all the ribbons and the bows. We'll have the whole thing. And you can come back and watch the video. We'll have a link to the bow video too, okay? I'm sorry. I know, fancy watermelon. Shelly, yeah, we have the watermelon in our shop too. It'll be on the supply list tomorrow. I think it's brand new, so it's not online. But yes, it came from our shop. It is like a burlap material on a wire frame. And it's got a cute little grapevine edge. Okay, here comes some more sunflowers in. And I really, really want the drama happening. So I'm going to use this kind of coming down, like the party is coming down. I love these dramatic sunflowers. I hope I bought enough of them. They're like perfectly shaped. And their wires are good. Oof. I love these. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's just splitting beautifully in there. Let me move my little table over here. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit more on that side, flowing up. Yes! Thank you, Susan! How's our shipping time? You wouldn't believe it. It's been less than 5 days. So you should be getting turnaround time, as in it leaves the warehouse within 5 days. And then FedEx and US Post and all that's been pretty good. So it's been much faster. We're going to cross our fingers that it gets to stay that way. Okay, let's put this one at the top between that hyacinth. Thanks, Arena. I'm so glad you think that. Awesome. How are you doing, Kim? Good to see you tonight. All right, I'm going up to the top here. Y'all, and if you could do me a favor and just, if you're watching on Facebook, do you mind liking our page and following us, getting notifications? That'd be great. If you're on YouTube, if you could hit the bell icon and subscribe, like our videos, all that stuff would be fantastic. And if you're on TikTok, if you could also follow us and double click the screen and give us some love, that would be awesome. Okay? I'd appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. We show our videos to you more often. So this is Spanish moss I'm rolling up if you're wondering what I'm doing. That's covering my glue. It helps secure my stem. Kind of makes like a moss sandwich. And then it's all really secure. Okay. I love this so much. This is so good already. Okay. I'm happy. Thank you, Donna. Brenda says, I do my best work on freestyle fries. Well, Brenda, sometimes I throw the budget out the window. Sometimes I like just like, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. I got a lot of hyacinth at the top, but that's okay. I am going to put another sunflower, I think, up there. I'm going to save this little bit of greenery here until I get my bows in. And I want to pop another sunflower at the top once, I think, let's put it in first, maybe. I was trying to see if we wanted to put it in last. Thanks, Carol. Kim can't hear me. Dang, Kim. I was going to tell you. Bill, not for everyone. Bill, doesn't sound like you're my perfect person then. Yeah, if you want to come out, thanks for helping her and telling her that. Right, Brenda? They're with the budget. They're with the budget. I love to put all the florals in. So juicy, guys. This beautiful red with the white is really popping. And so the nice thing about doing something like this is people could use this for Americana and they could just pop in a couple little flags and then they could use it for the rest of the summer. Okay, that looks good. I really like that all around the top. Brenda, great minds think alike with the audio's budget. Yes. Okay, our foundation's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with everything we've done so far, so I'm going to go ahead and pop in our bows, okay? We know we're going super over the top. Hey, Teresa, this is an 18-inch grapevine. It's a fairly big one. All right, our bow that we made with the long tails, I'm going to use that at the bottom. I love the way the tails are going to like rocket on the door. So they'll come on down and flow down in the door. So let's come over here. And I'm going to run this through. And I'm going to try not to go too far in the back. Maybe limited on space here. Okay, let's put this in. So these are really full over the top bows. So whoever buys this one is going to have to love big old bows. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty though. It looks so pretty. What a proper bow. It's so cute with all the little loops. I know. Thank you. You guys are so super sweet. Hey, Triple D. Good to see you. Special kisses for Triple D tonight. Okay, big bow in. Wow. Dang. Sometimes I'm a no bow person, but we might have to be bowing it more. That's pretty. Now let's bring it in here. Okay, now here is our funky bow, and sometimes I like to rotate those a little, or I can have it straight. I think I'm rotating it this way. On yours, you can do it any way you want. Let's bring it in, and I'm going to put that right up here. And I'm so glad we really popped a lot of the hyacinth in. I think that set a really nice perimeter. Yeah, Melinda, we're going over the top today. You know, it's Friday. Some days it can't be simple. You know, we're going to have Simple Saturday tomorrow, and we'll keep it simple. Keep it easy for you. But not tonight. Not tonight. We had to go big. You know, I'm from Texas. We were playing around. And no one's missing this. Nobody's missing this wreath from the street. Nobody. Nobody. Everybody's going to know. You know, that TikTok, nobody's going to know. Not in this case. Everybody. Jeannie, you like the bow rotated? Yeah. That's a little fun little addition we can do. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay. Now, we're not done. We're homing it in. You like it, Teresa? Thank you. Thanks, guys. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, I've got just a touch of greenery, and I'm going to try to tuck a little of this around our bows, just to pop a little in. And then, you know, we're going to put our twigs. I got to play with those new twigs. Okay. Let's put them in. Thanks, Mandy. Yeah, how awesome. Kim says it's all of the colors. It really popped. It's a great combination, isn't it, Kim? So I'm just going to tuck a couple of these in. Shelly, I'm from Houston, down here, and actually live in Sugar Land. So, down south of you. Thank you, Linda. You're enjoying it? Awesome. I think that turned out really pretty. So I'm just kind of softening the lines a little with a little bit of greenery up here. Pop them in. Okay. You know, the whole design started with the bow, so I would encourage you to do that also. If you can start with your bow, you know, kind of design it out, and then you can figure out what florals and greenery you want to put with it. You might feel a little less overwhelmed if you can do that. Okay, let's put one more on that other side. Hey, you know what? I sold very simple. I sold lots of very simple wreaths also, so it's totally okay. But I like to make big, beautiful things. Right? Thank you, Debbie. Nobody's gonna miss it, Elizabeth. It's big, big and bold, and it's really not tacky. I mean, I can make it tacky. It's not. It's good. Hey, Roxanne, thank you. Kimmy, you like when I go over the top? Oh my gosh, thank you. Tell you what, I sell them too. I mean, sometimes it's scary to try something that's really got so many layers and it ends up being more expensive. But I've yet to, any of these gorgeous ones have always sold. I just kind of pushed that one into the design. Let me step back a little bit and see. That's pretty good. I want a little bit more twig right here. I don't know if I have anything long enough. Let's play with our, it's our new vine. And it's so, look at the texture on it. You guys see? It's just so fun. So let's play with this because why not? See if hopefully one thing will work. I only have one to play with, so we're gonna have to make it work. Let's cut it in some sections where I can kind of have it come out of the top. We'll start up there. Hey, Jody from Waco, good to see you. Glad you're here, fellow Texan. Awesome. Thank you, Pat. Okay. Awesome, Lori. Thank you. You guys are all coming out tonight. Elizabeth, you need it? I love it. You could definitely have it, Elizabeth. If you in the market for one, we can ship it to you. All right, here's my first section of twig. I'm going to use this kind of coming out in this section. Right, Pat? Just big and beautiful. Let me get in here. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I love these twigs already. I hope one is enough. They're kind of wispy, so they're funky. Ooh, that's cool. Look how you can cut the little pieces off, too. Oh, my gosh. And they have a little leaf. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's see. I cannot see your comments all of a sudden. What happened? I don't know why. Well, I hope you guys can still see me. Huh, let me see here. Okay, hopefully you can still see me. I can't see your comments all of a sudden. I lost them. But I'm going to keep on keeping on here. I accidentally dipped my twig into the glue. Let me cut that part off. Because it's too much glue. I can still see you guys on TikTok. Oh, I can't see the comments on Facebook. I'll try one more time, but I don't know. Hopefully y'all can see me. I am doing good. I'm just adding twigs. And I'm trying to kind of tuck some in here down at the bottom too, that kind of like coming around those sunflowers, and we'll keep working around the other side. If anybody is watching on Facebook and could pop over to TikTok and let me know that you guys can still see me. I know a couple of you watch both places. So that would be very helpful. Hopefully I'm still streaming. Hopefully. These are just so, they're just so fine. And I love these little leaves on here. Super cute. Oh, super cute. I don't think I've ever had a really fine twig like this. It's pretty neat. Oh, yes. Look at that in there. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, cool. Okay. Get the moss off here. Anybody came over here? Oh, thanks, Lauren. Thank you. You like the bows? Thank you. We went like to town on these bows. We did. So it looks like on here they come in two little sections. So I'm just cutting them fairly long so I can get that nice little curve in here. Thank you, Sue. Oh, Darla, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lauren. You guys are over here. Thanks, guys. You can still see me on Facebook. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. I was hoping. I don't know why I lost comments, but I'm still Megan with you, so I'm glad you can still see. Okay, get this in here tight. Oh, just feels too loose. There we go. But you gotta feel it go in nice and tight. Oh, that's fun. Now it's getting my style. Getting more funky. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'm telling you, technology is always something, isn't it? I'm gonna put these sit up just a little bit more. And then I think it'd be fun to have one. Let me put one more up here. Coming off the top. Now, if you like the clean look and you're not into twigs, you don't have to put them at all. Because a lot of people love it just clean and neat. Like these bows add that really clean, like little proper look. And I don't make those bows very often where they're just loaded with loops. Okay, these are so cool. Oh, I love that. I've still got enough left. Ooh, look, I wish we could just use this whole chunk like this and boost it out of there. Ah, that would be so fun. Okay, good, Brenda. Awesome. Yeah, you guys watch wherever you want. You can see from different angles. I wish I had one camera that could do everything. Maybe one day. Probably just takes money. They probably have it out there. Just getting more technology. Brenda was saying she liked the full longer view. I probably look slimmer that way too, Brenda. Okay, I'm going to come in. We're going to have a little twig kind of coming out from under this bow. So I'm going to just pull up her knickers here. Excuse me, ma'am. And just pop that underneath. Just let that go down. A little popping coming out of there. And then I'm just going to put a little either direction. My new favorite twig. Totally my new favorite twig. Brenda, you can see how much weight I lost. You're so sweet. It's a start, Brenda. Got a long way to go, but I'll take my 20 pounds and I'll start with that. It's a good start of my weight loss. I apologize if you're chatting and I can't see your comments. I'm so sorry. I'll try one more time to see if I can see them. I love to chat with you guys, but for some reason, I'm getting nothing. Okay. I'm going to go on this side too. I'm going kind of near where I put the sunflowers. I think that would be pretty. Just letting them be wild. Let's see if this will work. Okay, yay. Kathy, I see your comment. Hello. Good to see you. Hey, Patricia. Thank you, Susan. I'm putting in all my twigs. Let's see. I'm going to put this one in over here. I'm going to reverse this just a little bit. Let that kind of come over. Oh my gosh, I love these new twigs. Whoa, they are really fine. They're just funky cool. Love that. I appreciate. I'm glad you guys loving it. Okay, I've got a few pieces down here. I think I want to use one piece just kind of coming under the bow, right here towards the center. I think that will be my final touch. And we will put that in and be good to go. So stay tuned tomorrow. I'll text out the supply list for this project, and we'll also text you when we're live. We'll have Simple Saturday tomorrow, making something easy and simple. Right? It was hot today, Brenda. It was. Yeah, I am really big on layering. Let's see who this is. This is Kim. She's saying, Clea, a lot of the watermelon's covered. So in my designs and how I teach in design school, there's lots of depth and dimension. Let me show you. You probably don't even realize. That's like my superpower, right? Anybody can make a wreath that's flat and put a watermelon and slap a bow on it. But it takes a lot more skill and practice in order to add layers and dimensions. So even like today when I'm talking about adding that hyacinth to the back and popping in, you know, all these different little layers, what happens is when you're able to do that on your designs, if you sell them, you're able to get more money for them just because the competition doesn't know how to do that, or they're not able to do it. You saw the depth, great, great. So that's something I'm big on, and it may not be everybody's style, but it's totally something I enjoy doing, and I established that style a long time ago, and it's really served me well. My pieces generally stand way out, and so my design school students, they're learning how to do that, and sometimes it's out of their comfort zone too to try it, but we talk about depth, dimension, layers, and yeah, our pieces have structure, and yes, we can always stop at a really easy stopping point, which we had earlier. We could have stopped with one bow, the watermelon, the hyacinth, and the greenery. It looked really pretty. Then we added the sunflowers, and then it went to the next level and the next level. So today we really went over the top and had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I like to go crazy freestyling with you guys. Right, Karen? They are. It screams picnic. It'll look great on a porch all summer. And it also, you could just pop a couple of flags and some pots on your porch on the side and go right with them if you want to pop, you know, a little bit more Americana. I know it's got the green in it, but it still looks beautiful. I hope you enjoyed creating it with us. See you guys later. Have fun with flowers, Bloomerinos.